right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. How we doing this morning, guys? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys for being here. And yeah, we're going to get into some of the news, some of the obviously market trends and market charts and things we're looking at here. So a lot of crypto news and alpha out there, a lot of stuff on XRP and, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum, meme coins. We'll cover everything and your favorite altcoins here on the channel as well. And yeah, it's Friday. What a week it's been in crypto. I mean, we started out just extremely bearish, and now we have flipped extremely bullish in the matter of 4 days. It's absolutely insane, actually, how this market tends to move. And I'll tell you what, guys, you just never know what to expect, right? In the grand scheme of things, when we're talking crypto, my, oh my, man, it's just wild what's transpired here in a very, very short amount of time. But I did mention the market looks pretty good right now. Market looks pretty green. So we will take a look at just, crypto bubbles here. SUI, one of our top layer one plays, at least new layer one plays. That's looking pretty good. Right now, SUI's up 27%. You've got TIA and HNT up quite a bit. Chronos actually up 10% right now too. Among some other cryptos performing decently well right now in the overall market. You can see here Bitcoin still above 60,000, kind of trending sideways at the moment. We'll see if this upward momentum can continue here for Bitcoin. We spiked up yesterday all the way over $62,000 here in the last 24 hours. So that was a big move to the upside there. We got to 62,500, looks like, in the last 24 hours. 62,673 was our local high here in the last 24 hours, which was awesome to see for Bitcoin, obviously, considering Monday we were at 49K. I mean, think about that. Monday, we were at 49K, guys. That is wild to think about. And it just speaks to the amount of volatility that we see on a daily and weekly basis in crypto. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, it's wild. I mean, when you think about it. And this is Bitcoin that is so freaking volatile. We're not talking about some, generic meme coin here or some, brand new, crypto that just came off the shelf. This is Bitcoin. I mean, the amount of volatility is crazy. I will say this, and I think I mentioned this a couple different times throughout the week. I think when we think about, ETFs, the positive side of this is how fast we were able to recover. And we know that we're kind of missing the retail demand right now for crypto. But the institutional demand is sky high. And I don't think we would have recovered the way we did this week, going from 49 all the way up to 62 yesterday, if we didn't have Bitcoin ETFs in place. The amount of money that was able to, come in by way of these ETFs certainly helped us recover way faster than I think we normally would. Obviously, it was a flash crash. It was a Black Monday scenario where, the stock market collapsed too. Appreciate all the people jumping in the chat too. Welcome in, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way in. Let me know where you're coming in from, and if you're brand new from the brand new to the channel. Boca says coffee. You already know, bro. You already know. I had a latte already. Now I'm working on just a regular cup of Pike Place. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. One more crash and then it's up. So this is an interesting point, JJ, actually, because we probably will get some kind of retest. I don't know if we'll retest all the way back down to 49,000, but we could see a retest right around 53K. That is something we could see, guys. So keep that in mind. A retest is a good thing. If we retest that $53,000 level, because we do have some pretty decent support there from previous downturns, I think this would be a positive thing if we go back down at some point this month, retest that $53,000 level, and then we could be off and running once we get into September. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibilities. You never know for sure, right? But it's certainly in the cards. Barkoshi's got his coffee. Good morning, everybody. Coffee time. Good morning, everybody. You already know. You already know what's happening. Already 220 people with us 5 minutes in. Appreciate everybody being here. Spread the word, guys. You could do that by hitting the like button, subscribing on YouTube. And if you're over on X, because we are streaming live on X now every morning, we're growing our platform nicely over here. Over 102,000. Loving X, man. I can't wait for this big crypto push because so many people now are going to be able to come to YouTube and X for their content. But if you guys are not following me over here and you haven't hit this little retweet button on our live stream, go ahead and do that. 137 people rocking with us here on X. And of course, we got the Breakfast Club coming up at 9:30. Be ready for that. That's going to be tons of fun as well. And appreciate everybody rocking with us here. Cosmos and Tia Celestia. The lawyers for XRP say that Ripple will pay the $125 million fine within 30 days. Correct. That is coming in from Stuart Alderati. I saw that too, Boca, which is very bullish, obviously. So we wait on the SEC and a possible appeal. Going to be an excruciating 58 days. Yes, the SEC could possibly appeal here. I do think it's more likely that this deal gets done, the $125 million fine. But I made a video last night. If you guys hadn't seen it, I do think there's some other things to consider here. Here's the XRP chart. Still think we're very undervalued here. But I think there's some other things to consider here with XRP because I mentioned this in my video last night. The door is still left open for the SEC to come after XRP again. And not only XRP, any crypto. And you might ask, well, why is that, Zach? What's going on there? Well, while this is a good thing, and it does set a precedent, and it should be talked about as a very positive thing for XRP, which it is, the door is still cracked open for the SEC to continue to rule with an iron fist and go after Ripple and other companies because we still don't really have strict guidelines and guardrails in place in terms of what is a security in the digital asset space. Okay, are we going to continue to use this archaic way of doing things in utilizing the Howey test? Or will there be some type of new precedent set, new guideline, new guardrail put in place for the digital asset space? And will this XRP lawsuit proliferate that? And this is why I mentioned last night that it's going to be very important to watch how this plays out with the United States election. And I understand that Ripple is a global company. They're doing business all across the world. They're going to succeed with or without the United States. I just put another video out this morning about, XRP and their footprint in Japan and Japan's massive plans for 2025. I mean, there's a lot going on here outside the United States. I get that. That video right there is the most recent one on the channel right there. Breaking XRP news, Japan makes massive announcement. If you guys haven't seen that yet, check it out at your leisure here after the live streams, after Crypto Breakfast Club, later today. Definitely give this video a view because we break down exactly why I'm so bullish on XRP with or without the United States. And a lot of it has to do with the growth we've seen in the Asian markets, the growth we've seen in the Middle East and in Europe. But when it comes to XRP, the one thing that, we could obviously see here is more adoption in the United States from big banks, big corporations, big institutions. But right now, the thing that's holding it back is we don't have a real framework in place for the digital asset space. So we hope in these next 3 to 4 months, as I talked about in my last night video, this one here 9 hours ago, that whoever gets in as president, and I don't really care whoever it is, Trump, Trump, Harris, whatever. We just need somebody to put guardrails and strict guidelines in place. So the SEC can't just continue to rule with an iron fist. And again, I talked about that in this video right here last night. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. And then obviously this one further goes into what's going on with Japan. But this to me is going to be very, very crucial. And I see some members here on the channel. Charles is in the house. AI Alpha Wolf. Appreciate you guys for being members. Brian, thank you so much for being a member. It's Summers. Appreciate you. Could be holding the price back. Fears of the SEC. No doubt. Even though they're basically winning this lawsuit up and down, the SEC still holds power. And here's the thing. The FIT bill, which is all this stuff is kind of in motion. We're just kind of waiting to see how it's going to play out. Because the FIT bill, which obviously passed through the House recently, we covered that on our live stream. It was massively bullish for crypto. Even a lot of Democrats came on our side of the fence in terms of people who want to see crypto flourish in the United States. And a lot of the Democrats before then had not been very adamant about doing that. Now it's got to go to Congress and then obviously to the president and all of that. If that FIT bill passes and we get much more clarity on what is securities and what's not, that's really what we're waiting for. That to me fully opens the floodgates for XRP to flourish. So basically, this should set a precedent, but it has not set a precedent yet because the SEC still has, a piece of that. What am I trying to say? The SEC still has power to rule with an iron fist. That's really, really what I'm talking about. Japan has been a massive supporter of XRP from the start. SBI holds a huge amount of XRP, right? The massive bank in Japan. And that's what I kind of talked about in this video right here in this article, as Japan announces nationwide adoption of XRP for payments by 2025. Huge. 100% here. Dubai is also very Ripple focused. Yeah, and we covered this just Japan story at length in our video here this morning. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely give it a look. If you have not seen that video yet, make sure you guys check it out after the stream later today around 11:30. We'll be done. Go back and watch that full video. I won't give it all away, but I highlight what's going on here with Japan, and it's very bullish, right? So again, Ripple's going to be successful with or without the United States. Trump, the next president, he's going to create a whole new division for it. Whoever it is, JJ, and Trump has been more vocal about it, but it can't just stop at Bitcoin. It can't just stop with a Bitcoin reserve. That's great. I think we should put Bitcoin in our reserves and have that kind of go against the $35 trillion in debt. I think that's a good idea. However, as Trump mentioned in Nashville, it's not just about Bitcoin. It's also about the greater cryptocurrency market as well. And we can't lose sight of that. We still need strict guidelines and guardrails when it comes to security versus commodity debate. How are we going to look at these digital assets? Is it going to be a different set of rules for digital assets compared to traditional securities, as I think it should be? Or are we going to use this archaic system that we currently have, which is basically the Howey test, and then the SEC continues to rule with an iron fist? But of course, we have the FIT bill, which could take power away from the SEC. There's a lot of moving parts right now, and I think all of this is going to play into how XRP is adopted in this cycle, how XRP is looked at by big institutions and banks in the United States, and even in other parts of the world. While Japan and places like, in the Middle East and Dubai are very bullish, there are people that are kind of held back because the United States really hasn't fully adopted XRP. A lot of institutions and governments and countries will follow suit with the United States. Japan is under a mega earthquake warning. Keep an eye out on that. Anything in the macro could certainly impact the markets. The remaining supply left to dump on the investors is concerning. Boca said, I saw news that Robinhood was getting ready to list XRP. Interesting. What do you meaning winning? Isn't it over, like done? kind of. But it's not officially done because they can still appeal for the next 58 days. Now, all indications are that they'll probably take the deal, the 125 million, but we'll see. But yeah, speaking to the remaining supply, it's all in escrow and it slowly unlocks. And they do have a pretty good system. Tennessee said 1 billion per month is pathetic. Boca said that's peanuts, and they relock most of it, but it will be needed for the banks when regulation kicks in and banks need to hold it for liquidity as they move money. What's your cash out target for this crypto bull run? For XRP, JK, or for anything? Yeah, and it's been relisted on Coinbase across the board for a while, which is good. Yeah, smash the like button, guys. Definitely do so. AI Wolf, appreciate you, brother. Oh, for anything? I mean, it just depends on the asset, JK. I mean, every asset, I have a specific plan with every asset I'm in right now. Whether it's Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I have profit-taking plans across the board. I will say this. I will be taking all of my altcoin profits off the table before we head into the next bear market. I will not be round-tripping any altcoins. Maybe a few. Maybe Caspa. That's probably the only one right now I'm considering. And maybe Chainlink, just depending on how it performs. But outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, I'll be taking full profits off the table, getting into stable coins at some point in this cycle. And I won't time it up perfectly, but that's okay. And then I'll be positioning myself accordingly, for the next bull cycle as we go through the bear market. Chainlink's severely undervalued, in my opinion. Jasmy prediction for this bull run. I don't really necessarily have a price target. I just think Jasmy's undervalued. I do have profit-taking strategies on Jasmy. But at the end of the day, I don't have an exact target. It's hard to tell because of their supply is a little bit different than some other projects. And also, it's hard to know what kind of demand there will be for Jasmy. There's a lot to like about what they're doing, though. And there's a lot of upside. They have a huge community and all of those things I like, right? Is this announcement bad for XRP in the United States? In terms of Japan here, David? No, not at all. Not at all. Any kind of adoption across the world is good for XRP and Ripple. Price targets for XRP, and again, these are just predictions, guys. I don't have a crystal ball, obviously, but I like that $3 to $5 price range with upside from there, just depending on how regulation looks like. And if we can get these guardrails and guidelines in place in the United States in terms of what's a security and what's not, then I see more institutions and banks fully adopting Ripple's technology and XRP. But I think even without all of that, think about this. XRP went to $2 in 2021 during the blow off top, and you couldn't buy it anywhere in the United States. And there was no clarity on XRP, and we still went to $2. So I think at least doubling that up would be feasible, $4, now that we have some victories under our belt. Yeah, $3 to $5 does seem feasible, I think. And here's the thing. A lot of people will say it's going to $1,000. It's going, listen, if it does, great. I'll have a moon bag, but we got to be realistic too, right? We got to be realistic too. So appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We are about 20 minutes into the live stream. We'll take a look at some meme coins here as well. Some things we're looking at on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So appreciate you guys for being here with us. Quick reminder, if you're looking for a place to leverage trade, look no further than Margex, guys. I've got a great affiliate deal going with these guys. They've got copy trading. You could follow the best traders. Look at some of their ROI. It's pretty insane. Super successful traders over here. You could follow suit with them. If you want to trade XRP or Bitcoin or Ethereum or Caspa, any of the top plays, Margex is an interesting place to go. There's no KYC. Trade anytime, anywhere. Links down below if you want to sign up for that. And my trading indicator, guys. There's links down below in the description. For a little over $1 a day, you can get yourself prepared to take full advantage of these markets. XT Algo, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. These prices are slashed. So if you use the discount code XT in the description, instead of $47 a month, it's $37. Instead of $125, it's $90. Instead of $499, it's $399. And I mean, if you just take a look at some of these altcoins, like, Ondo Finance has been pumping recently. Let's take a look at Ondo on the 1 hour, for example. Here you go. Here was a momentum up on the 1 hour chart on Ondo. Called it back here at 70 cents. Since then, up to 76 here, up 8.5% right there, okay, in a little over a day. You could be making these little gains. If you want to get into trading, XT Algo is a tool that can help you, especially if you're just beginning. So again, check out XT Algo. I show you, walk you through how to use this thing and set up all your alerts, and you could start really being successful with crypto trading. So definitely check out XT Algo. That's my trading indicator. It's been out for a year now. We've got hundreds of people signed up, and I think soon to be thousands, because it's a really, really awesome place or awesome tool to have in your toolbox. AI Alpha said Margex is a great trading platform to use, especially if you like to use leverage trading or copy trading. 100%. So we have a bunch of guys trading with us over there as well. How many X's do you think Pepe can do? From current price levels, I think Pepe definitely has upside. Okay, we're sitting at basically 3.5 billion. I think we could get to a $20 billion market cap. I think that's pretty conservative, honestly. If we get a full-fledged bull run, as long as we get that full-fledged bull run with retail coming back. Because when retail comes back, where are they going to go, guys? They're going to go into meme coins. So things like Dogecoin and SHIB and Pepe right here at the top that have a lot of notoriety and people know about these assets, this is where I think money will flow, right? It's just kind of a given. And meme coins are hot right now, even without new money coming in. But when new money comes in, they're going to go to household names first before they kind of get their feet wet and understand what are the other hot new plays, hot new meme coins. But I'm taking a lot of meme coin profits, and I've been stacking Dogecoin, SHIB, Pepe here these last couple weeks. Because I think once that retail comes back in, they're going to flow into these household names. And that's why I think they're undervalued right now. Doge sitting at a $15 billion market cap, SHIB at $8 billion, Pepe at $3.5 billion, even Whiff and Bonk. And I mean, I think Brett, very undervalued here, sitting at $1 billion market cap. Love it. Ponky down here at 220 million, very undervalued. There's Turbo. And then Nairo. Look at Nairo now, 229 million. I love Nairo. This one has been absolutely awesome. Nairo has been absolutely crushing it. This narrative is insane. If you guys have not looked into this narrative, check it out. I mean, this is the 1 month chart. This is your all chart. I mean, it looks phenomenal. High volume right now. And again, the narrative here is very, very bullish. If you come over here and type in Nairo, you can see that there are a lot of people talking about it. Top 30 trending coins on CoinGecko. It's listed there. I mean, check this out. It took Pepe 3 weeks to hit $1 billion market cap. 168 million market cap in 1 week, 340 million market cap on the second week, and 1.6 billion on the third week. But took Nairo 1 week to hit 200 million. And this second week, Nairo is still pushing strong, guys, on the weekly charts. This thing is outperforming Pepe in the early days. So there's definitely something here. Very, very bullish. And it's definitely one that you should be looking at. Again, even Shiba Inu News is talking about this massive account because there's a lot to like here about Nairo within the SHIB and Dogecoin narrative. Nairo is the new dog adopted by the same person who adopted the real Dogecoin and is likely to hit $1 in the next few weeks. That's coming in from Shiba Inu News. Now, I mean, obviously price predictions are just that, but this chart is really playing out nicely here. Really playing out nicely. So definitely give it a look. Hold on one sec, guys. Making a quick note here. So yeah, definitely give this one a look, guys. Nairo, again, looks really good. Here's Max, who comes into the spaces all the time. The rare diamond reversal was played out nicely. The price broke downwards as the diamond suggested. So Max is very technical looking at this chart. Things are looking good. Things are looking really good. And for altcoins in particular, guys, there's definitely some ones we like here. So let's see here. Miggles right now up 63%. This is an interesting play on base. Miggles on base. I haven't invested in this one yet, but it's showing a nice reversal. Token Fi, I've been invested in this one for a really long time. This is in the RWA space, guys. Huge reversal here on Token Fi the last 2 days. Love that. Flork, which we got a little bit of this. We had him on the Crypto Breakfast Club. It's reversing up a little bit. Still early here with Flork. I mentioned Ponky, how bullish I am on Ponky here. 220 mil market cap. Nice reversal here yesterday on Ponky. Still up a little bit today. Brett showing some strength, up 21%. Looks very similar to Ponky's chart there. So there's definitely some things making noise here that I definitely like. We talked about Turbo briefly there. We do have a Turbo position still sitting at 280 mil. Nice reversal here. Still sitting on some low support lines close to them. That chart looks very, very strong. This one I really love. Ginnin on Solana. What another big run it had these last 3 days. Kind of consolidating a little bit right now, but still showing some really nice strength. Ginnin on Solana looks really good. This one also has a very strong narrative, guys. So if you head over to their Twitter page and you take a look at their website, it's Doge's cat brother, the Doge of cats. This narrative is going to have staying power. It's Nairo and Ginnin right now with this narrative around Doge and SHIB that is definitely interesting. And you're seeing a lot of capital, a lot of volume flow in here. So it's certainly something to watch as we move forward. This one on Solana. So yeah, Ginnin is definitely one. If we go over here and we search Ginnin similar to Nairo, you'll see a lot of big people talking about it. Here's Slum Doge Millionaire. Nairo and Ginnin coming for the top spot. The Ginnin chart looks absolutely primed. A matter of time before this cat absolutely sends past 100 million. Don't be caught napping on the bag. Right now we're at 58 million. We did wick up pretty nicely here yesterday. We wicked up to that 12 level. We did cut a zero at one point yesterday. A lot of people talking about last dip for Ginnin blast through before it blasts through 100 mil. Talk about a good looking chart. See you at 500 mil, Ginnin. So a lot of people excited about this, looking ready for a leg up to 100 mil. A successful retest of the previous all-time high takes us above 100 mil. BitGet listing announced today. So that's big for Ginnin. Everything is looking good here for Ginnin and Nairo. These are the two hot ones right now that I've got my eye on. Ginnin, and then again, Nairo on Ethereum. Make sure it's the one on Ethereum, 225 mil market cap. Two really good looking charts, newish meme coins as well. So these are nice. These are very, very nice plays, I think. And again, I like going in heavy at these, $100 million market cap range, like we did with, Kendo is very similarly set up here, consolidating right now, but the chart looks still very, very good. We're on a low support line trend here, but holding the line nicely. Still great volume here on Kendo. I do think we have tremendous upside potential here with Kendo too. Once this market flips and we start to see Ethereum really make its move, right? We're still waiting for Ethereum to really make its move. This is another little small cap I've really done well on. Top G 1500. This guy's walking across Europe to go meet the top G, Andrew Tate, which is wild. Top G 1500 on Solana is another one to take a look at. By the way, guys, we're about 20 minutes away from the Crypto Breakfast Club. MSI has come down. I think eventually we're going to get a reversal, though, here on MSI. So this is another one to watch. MSI had a big run up, and we're watching to see when this thing starts consolidating, right? Right now, it's a falling knife. As soon as we get some sideways action, though, here on MSI, I think things could get interesting again for this project. So it's definitely one to keep on your radar. MSI had a really nice run up. Pablo Crow doing a phenomenal job over there. I've partnered up with them about a week ago just to kind of put more eyes on the project. It is not easy to do what these some of these influencers are doing. And Pablo Crow's done a phenomenal job here with MSI. So definitely one to look at for sure. But it had a run up, as you guys can see, all the way to that 8.4 level. Still showing really strong volume. Good looking contract. The Twitter's growing. 12.5K there. Had Da Vinci on it as well. Da Vinci's been all over this. So that was big, getting Da Vinci to talk about these guys. So it's another one I like still. Waiting again for that kind of consolidation level to happen here on MSI, and then we could be making our way for a reversal on the charts there. Bitcoin on base. I think this one's still undervalued here at 4.5 mil. Starting to reverse a little bit, sitting on a nice support line here. Up slightly today, but this chart still looks really good. Let me move that over so you can see it. Still looks really strong. Make that a little bit. There you go. Now you can see the full chart. That's Bitcoin on base. Floki's undervalued a little bit too, for sure. Raptor, you can just leave, man. I mean, we're crushing it on meme coins. Of course, we understand how this game is played, man. You're not going to win on all these. I'm not saying go buy them. I'm just telling you some of the plays that I'm in. And I've profited on all of these already. So take that for what you will, and you don't have to do anything. If you don't like it, then don't invest. Landwolf on Solana. We've done really well. We were in here at a 17 mil market cap. This chart's looking really strong still. Great volume. So Landwolf on Sol is another one I like. I still think the original Pepe coin from 2016 definitely has upside. If you zoom out here, the chart's down a little bit, but still looks really strong. And it's way down from its two peaks here. This is the original Pepe coin on Ethereum from 2016. Again, going to give you a bunch of plays, and it's on you to decide if you like it or not. You can do whatever you want. You're an adult, right? Mumu on Solana, we called this at like 15 mil. Put a YouTube video out. We called Ponky at 20 mil. We got all the receipts. Go back and look on the channel. Mumu on Solana, we called it very early. Still looks really good on a nice little reversal here. 148 mil market cap. Still great volume. We never got into Cat Dog, but man, I wish we would have, because this chart looks phenomenal. Look at this thing. This thing's still moving up. $86 million market cap right now. Cat Dog on Solana. It just continues to go up, and I'm not going to chase it personally, simply because it goes against my philosophy. I missed it, so I don't chase it. Pepe still has legs. The Chinese Pepe, it has definitely quieted down a little bit, but it is consolidating a little bit. I do think we could be in store for another breakout eventually. Still really good volume, good holder base, great community. So this one could be a diamond in the rough. Solana itself is going to pump hard. I hope so. We got a big bag of Solana. I like $500 on Sol. I think that's a fair estimate. We have 9 thumbs up on this space. Let's 9 thumbs up. You mean on the tweet or on YouTube? We only have 9 likes on YouTube. That's crazy if we only have 9 likes on YouTube. We've got 223 people watching according to that. But yes, we are looking at a lot of these top meme coins. Here's another AI play that I really like. It's called TARS AI, guys. So take a look at this chart. It's TAI, the ticker. I was a private investor in this one, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of these private investments I've been wrecked on this year, but this one I've done really well on. TARS AI, holding up really nicely. It launched back in May of earlier this year. Over 21,000 holders, good volume. This is an interesting AI play that's smaller, pretty small market cap at 15 mil. They're building AI infrastructure. It's a protocol on Solana. It's actually backed by Solana. Look at this, almost 250K right here. They continue to partner up with a lot of big companies in the AI space. It reminds me a lot of the early days of PAL AI. Their staking program is now live. Look at this, though. TARS AI is adopting business-to-business use cases by securing 5 strategic licensing deals with these partners. TARS AI is integrating its advanced system into their services. Businesses can immediately be consumer-ready, bringing cutting-edge AI to the forefront in every sector. So definitely one to look at here. TARS AI, guys, is certainly one to check out if you guys have not already. I've been talking about this one a little bit. So definitely give this one a look. Here you go. TARS AI has curated over 1,000 plus of the largest data sets to supercharge our native model with consumer AI, designed to bring the power of advanced AI to businesses of all sizes. And again, what makes TARS AI a game changer? It's backed by Solana. That's big. Fully compatible for business-to-business use cases, enhanced operational efficiency. You could see here, if you go to their site, they're building AI infrastructure capable of training AI models, monetizing data, and providing access to powerful GPUs, backed by the Solana Foundation, guys. So definitely one small AI play that I really like. Again, I'm a private investor, full disclosure. So I do have a incentive here for it to do well. But I'm just, it's not financial advice. I'm just giving you guys why I like it. And again, I've been wrecked on a lot of these. Hey, Zach, can you check out a low cap gem, Jesus Coin? Yeah, I've heard about Jesus Coin for sure. Their community is awesome. Thank you so much for the $20 super bomb. The ticker on that AI play is TAI on Solana. Here it is right here. $14.8 million market cap, 21,000 plus holders, 305K in volume. Really good DEX score. It's a very interesting play, guys. It's a VC backed project. They've got a lot of people behind it. And again, I've been wrecked on a lot of these private investments this year, but this has been right up there with one of my best plays so far. Again, I was a private investor early. So I got in early on this one and been taking a little profits along the way, but I find myself holding this because it's showing a lot of strength, even amid like the market downturn here in July. Obviously, we were up here at the end of June. up here at 21 cents. The all-time high, we wicked up to about 27 cents. We're under 12 right now. So it could be an interesting play here. TARS AI. I've got a little bit, Greg. I'm wrecked on it, though, man. I'm going to hold it, and we'll see what happens. But, yes, I know about the Jesus coin. We can take a quick look because you gave a nice super chat there. Jesus coin on Ethereum, $12 million market cap. We could see where that is on the overall chart. So, yeah, I mean, it is way down right now, but still decent volume, 16,000 holders. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. So the Knock Life, I appreciate the super chat there. Thank you so much. Done very well with the leverage trading platform side of it on BITUNIX last year. Nice. Well, if you want to check out Margex, see what they got to offer. XT Algo is mine. Austin owns X1 Algo. It's the same indicator. We had it built by the same person, and then we each have our own white labeled company. And I'm able to have my business, and he's able to have his. But XT Algo is better. Don't buy Austin's, buy mine. He's golfing right now. I'm live with you guys. Okay, I'm just saying. He's out there golfing. I'm out here bringing you guys news and information. So buy XT Algo, not X1 Algo. You could tell him I said that. You could tell him I said that. I'm kidding, but not really. Guys, we're 10 minutes away from the Crypto Breakfast Club, too. Appreciate you guys being here with us. Really does mean a lot. We will be going live with the Breakfast Club. It will happen right here on the live stream. You don't have to leave here at all. But if you want to be in the actual space, we're going to be talking about, the moves we're making in the markets right now. Crypto millionaires are made during these rough times, during these, uneasy times, right? If you're able to make the right moves, you can really take advantage of the markets and set yourself up for success. We'll be breaking it down. It's Friday. We'll have a lot of fun today on the space. And definitely, guys, come on in and check us out. Appreciate this comment here, AI. Will much appreciate it. I'm going to retweet that, brother. Appreciate you. And then retweet this, guys, if you haven't already. Hammer the retweet button on our live stream on X. Bitcoin on base. Definitely a sleeper. Definitely a sleeper. What's this? Bone just got listed on Crip Shots. Okay. Shib the magazine. Just put this out this morning. Shibarium hard fork and burn mechanism. Shibarium Net's upgrade will add a burn mechanism, burning 70% of transaction fees to reduce Shib's supply. Looks like we are getting closer to having a burn mechanism in place. Shib Army. There we go. Put a tweet out on that. Yeah, Russia says they're legalizing crypto mining. We talked a little bit about it, Julio, at the top. There's some big news around Japan and XRP. I talked about that in a full video. We highlighted it again here. There's a lot of stuff happening, actually. A lot of stuff happening right now in the space. That's interesting. Bitcoin reclaiming 62,000 yesterday was a big deal. We take a look at the Bitcoin chart. Take a look at some of our moving averages. This is Bitcoin in the last 1 hour here. Here's another great opportunity on Bitcoin to make some cash, even if you'd have sold here near the top. That's an 8% move. Even if you're still holding it right now in a trade, 5.5% move in the last 1 day, 11 hours. This is utilizing XT Algo, by the way. Again, short-term swing trades. You could be absolutely dominating right now with short-term swing trades using XT Algo. It's my trading indicator, guys. These prices are slashed by 21% when you use the discount code down below. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can literally try this for a month, a little over $1 a day. If you don't like it, full refund in 30 days. What are you waiting for? I walk you through how to use it when you decide to sign up today. So check it out. Links down below to XT Algo. Yeah, Crow is doing good. Crow is popping a little bit. I think it's just a natural move. Kronos was definitely, the price was down for a while. Now it's up 26%. So it's definitely popping up here back to 10 cents. I don't think there's any major news. Let's see, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like crazy here. The Kronos EK EVM public mainnet set to launch on August 15th. So that was some big news. So maybe we're getting some spillover from that. Probably that. But a nice recovery. It's definitely needed. So the Kronos ecosystem making some moves here for sure. Yeah, this was the news that came out yesterday. So this is probably driving some interest here in the Crow token. They're talking about all these launch partners. We'll follow some of these guys. Hopefully everybody's doing phenomenal here. Keep your eye on the macro world events. I don't think the pain is over personally. No, I totally agree. I think we're going to have some other type of thing that's going to derail us a little bit in the short term. That's why you always just take profits. Always take profits along the way. You never know. Added to the Brett bag this morning. Joseph, what's going on, man? Thanks for being a member here on the channel. Appreciate you, brother. My Crow is a long-term hold, not looking to sell this run. I hear you. I hear you, Boca. If we get back up to $1, I'll be taking some profits. Probably all the way out. But again, we'll see. We'll see if we get there. If we don't get there, I'll continue to hold. But the dollar price level for me is a very, very key target. When Lambo, I know. Guys, I got to take a quick leak. All right, I'll be right back. We're going to start the Breakfast Club in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Smash the like button. People in the chat, tell people we're just taking a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back. Oh, that was lovely. That was glorious. Whew. We had the CEO on our show last week. Great guy. CEO of which company? The CEO of which company? We got Tom in the house too, guys. Make sure you guys check out DYOR. This is Tom. They got a great show, him and Pedro. I'm going to be meeting you guys out in Toronto. Can't wait to get out there. I'll be leaving Monday for Toronto. So looking forward to that. Oh, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin on base. Yes. Yes, very bullish. Pedro and Tom in the house. Can't wait to get out there, guys, to Toronto. Pedro, are you going too? Can't wait to get out there, man. That's going to be a blast. I'm ready for the Breakfast Club. Should we just start a couple minutes early, man? I'm ready to get in here and see what everybody's looking at, see what everybody's trading. We're getting ready to rock and roll here on the Breakfast Club. Guys, hit the retweet button on my pinned post if you have not already. Let's try to get 20 retweets on this before we get in there in 2 minutes. We have 2 minutes to get to 20 retweets. Let's see how solid you guys are. Let's see how solid you guys are. Can we get to 20 retweets on my space in the next 2 minutes so more and more people see this? And we pop this thing off today. Let's go. I think we can do it. Smash that retweet button. Smash that retweet button. How many retweets we got? 9 now? That's it? We can't get more than 9? We can't get more than 8 retweets? Really? That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Embarrassing. Have the guys in YouTube come over to X and get them to do it. Yeah, 100%, guys. If you're on YouTube, open an X window and smash the retweet button. Let people know. Of course, you could stay right here and listen to the stream. If you're listening on the live stream, you could stay right here and you'll be queued in. But yeah, man, we want to boost the numbers up today, man. It's Friday. Let's fire it up, man. Let's get some people in the space. All right, we got 11 retweets. We got 1 minute left. We got 12. Come on. I think we can run it up. I think we can run this thing up. I've got faith in you guys. I've got faith in you guys. And we are like 200 subscribers away from 150K, which is awesome. So I just want to say thank you. We're going to get there hopefully before the weekend is over. I think we're going to get there. I think we will. I think we'll get there before Monday. 150K is a big milestone for us. So that'll be awesome. So appreciate all the new folks subscribing to the channel and the people smashing this retweet button. All right, it's 9:30. We didn't quite get there, but if you want to help us out real quick with a couple more retweets on there, I won't be disappointed. But let's start it up, guys. Let's fire it up. What do you guys think here? Let's fire it up. We're going to take off my Wi-Fi. And every time I start the space, I get nervous because every once in a while it doesn't work. I don't even want to talk that into existence here, but let's see what happens. It started. Morning.
Morning, how are you?
Good, how are you? Morning. What's happening?
Oh, look at that.
It's Friday. All right, guys, good morning. What's going on? We got Zach already up here. I think Pade's going to join us there, too. There he is. We'll invite him up here. Appreciate everybody being here again. Another 2-hour Breakfast Club, guys. We are live on YouTube, live on X as well. So appreciate everybody listening over there as well. Man, lot to get into. Kronos just started sending like crazy on the charts. So I know there's a lot of Kronos fam out there. They're enjoying the pump here. Got up to 10 cents. That was awesome to see. And Sui's another one I've liked for a really long time. It's showing some strength right now. A couple other of our favorite altcoins making some moves, but the real big story is Bitcoin, getting up to 62,000 in the last 24 hours. I don't think we're completely out of the woods necessarily, but it's good to see. I mean, crazy that we came from 49,000 on Monday to 62K yesterday. That's a huge market cap with some major swings. Ethereum's back up over 2,600. It's actually outpacing Bitcoin a little bit. So Zach, I know you might have some things to say about that. We've got Paid up here. We got Pedro. And obviously, guys, if you want to come up here, join the panel. Anybody and everybody's welcome. So definitely come on up if you guys want to. But Zach, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
That was exciting to see Bitcoin hit over 62. I know it's retraced back, but for me, it's staying above 60K is bullish, and I've always said that. If it can stay at the floor and then things move, in the upward position, we're golden for this bull run. Like I said before, you don't know you're in a bull run until you're in a bull run. Basically, I think we're doing very, very well. Compared to 2021, I mean, just look, Bitcoin 60K. Like, how can you not be bullish on that? Ethereum is pumping. It is still down 17% in the last 7 days, but obviously there's going to be a big sell-off. We kind of not predicted it, but we saw the alpha and the flags there. So, we made moves and we're doing well right now. I'm still watching big time the Nero chart. I think it's coming up on its third leg up soon. Thinking maybe tomorrow. But holding very strong. It's one of the big conviction plays for me. Now, even though it's so early, I just see so much bullish sentiment around it. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I've been busy working on my project too. So I've been last day or so I haven't been doing a lot of trading, but I'm watching everything very closely. See some great projects, taking the spotlight. This new Fuku token, FUKU Fuku Kun, that thing's pumping today. 17 million market cap, contracts clean, liquidity 700,000. That's holding strong for 4,000 holders. So I've got my eye on this one, but the RSI is way too high to get in right now. It's about 70, 80. I usually like to get in around 30, 35 because I don't FOMO into things. Just like you, Zach, I wait for dips and stuff like that because obviously if you don't buy in the red, you can't sell in the green. So that's where I'm at right now. How are you guys doing?
I'm great, man. A lot of great stuff there. I appreciate the FUKU token or whatever. So a lot of people were mentioning that on my live stream, so I was already going to look at it, and then you just reminded me to take a closer look. I want to talk about big time though a little bit. I'm in a great trade right now, Zach. I'm up $1,800 right now. I got in a little over 6 cents, and it's really interesting. So I saw this from Crash. This is the guy that called the Brett token extremely early, and what drew me in is when I found it. It was $68 million market cap, and it's listed on Coinbase. So it's a multiplayer action RPG game developed by Big Time Studios. Big Time's player-owned economy includes NFTs and the Big Time utility token. Big Time tokens can be used to craft cosmetic NFTs. Big Time tokens can also be used to enter exclusive zones called prestige portals in the game. I took a look at the white paper, took a look at the website, took a look at the game itself. Very interesting. This whole gaming sector is very undervalued across the board because we have not seen retail money come back in. And, when the gaming sector pumped like crazy last cycle, a lot of that was retail driven. I think gaming's going to have a pop at some point in this bull run. As long as we get the big bull run that we're expecting at some point here, gaming is very undervalued. So Big Time got all the way up to $1 in December of 2023, just shy of $1, basically $1. It's 98 or 99 cents. It's still right now 8.5 cents. It's up another 19% today. Pretty crazy. And the last couple of days, it's been really performing well. So I'm loving the trade that I'm in right now. We'll see what happens here. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. It's now up to an $88 million market cap. But again, reminder, this thing's listed on Coinbase. So there's some things brewing there for sure. But yeah, I think the gaming sector definitely can print some millionaires during this cycle. Part of the thing we want to look at, guys, are different sectors of the market that haven't really moved yet, right? So we saw a big AI push already. I think we're going to get another AI surge at some point during this cycle. So that's something to watch. But layer ones really haven't moved. So when we get that big Ethereum move, when we get that big Ethereum push, be ready for Solana, Avalanche, and then some of these other newer layer ones like Sui and Aptos, two that I really like. I think we're going to get a layer 1 move. I think we're going to get a gaming push. Will the metaverse narrative come back? I don't know. I think RWA is another narrative that's going to have another big run at some point here. So, as we're thinking about positioning ourselves, and, we all have aspirations of becoming millionaires. I hope you do in this space. Obviously, it's done during these times when times are, a little rocky. There's a little uncertainty. This is it. This is where you make your bread in crypto. So I like the kind of call out to that. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, no, I agree. And just a reminder for anyone coming up to speak, we love to have you guys up here, but please retweet the space and follow the host and co-host. We do this for you every day, so we definitely like, to push this out. We're here every day grinding, and we want to see great things come of this space, so please retweet it. But yeah, on the bigger overall market, I'm very bullish now. Last weekend, obviously the depths didn't scare me. I just, moved to a better position for what I was doing. It's not for everyone, but for me, I made the right play, and I'm already up 10% just by moving it to a stable, waiting for dip, buy back in, without leaving the market too much. You know what I mean? And that's how the big dogs do it. And they won't really tell you that, but they will move it, and then it will dip, and then they'll buy back in. Because we all know institutions are buying now. Everything is changing, and the paper hands will get wiped away. And people do get scared a little bit. So just hold strong. I mean, we haven't hit the bull run yet. Like I was saying, a bullish sentiment, after, the August, September, October, that is the time when things, I think, will pop off. And I said that at the beginning of the summer, and, everything's kind of working out the way it should, honestly. So overall macro stuff, that's what I see. I look 3-5 months down the line. You have to. You got to look a little ahead. We're all in the exciting meme coin stage right now, but what are you going to do with those profits? Move it to more stable stuff. My suggestion is not financial advice. It's just, if you want to stay in the game, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're the top dogs, and they will always be. Things will move up, but I don't think anything will beat them. My personal opinion.
Now, I appreciate that breakdown, Zach. And, a couple other things moving right now. TokenFi is in that RWA space. I've been a day one investor in this thing. It's sitting at a $35.75 million market cap. Take a look at that the last 2 days, Zach. It's up 46%, 54% right now on a nice reversal. Things are starting to make that little V-shaped recovery, some of these alts that we really like. I like TokenFi as kind of a smaller cap in that RWA space, right? I'm big on Ondo. I'm big on Pendle. I'm big on AVAX and XRP for RWA and Chainlink. But there are some smaller cap plays that I really like too, and TokenFi is one of them. You can literally tokenize anything using their platform. It's very interesting. I think it's going to draw in a lot of the community and meme tokens that want to get into tokenization. They're going to go to TokenFi's platform. And again, it's part of the Floki ecosystem. Floki's, huge top 100 crypto, massive community. So definitely interesting. That thing popped up. Its all-time high is about 24 cents. It's sitting at 7 cents right now, 3x away from all-time highs. So I think when that RWA narrative heats up, that could be a nice little sleeper there for you. And that's why you guys come into the channel, guys. That's why you come here, because, listen, we're all coming together. Zach's got plays, Pade's got plays, and anybody, and we just kind of share our thoughts, and we help each other grow in this space. This is what it's all about. So if you guys haven't shared the room, definitely do so. Let's get it up over 100. We do have 1,000 people with us across our live streams, but we need to get this space over 100, guys. So fire up the 100 emojis, light it up. Let's tell people we're here, retweet the room, and let's get up over 100 here. Yeah.
And the comment section down there, the little bubble.
Yes.
Blow that thing up. It helps the algorithm. It helps all you guys, especially if you're project owners.
Shill your favorite meme coin in the comments. Shill your favorite meme coin. Fire it up.
Yeah, don't shill on the stage. Shill in the fucking comments. You heard me, guys. In the comments where we want the shills. I don't want to hear shill today.
Pade, you're going.
Shill this Friday. That's probably what we call this day.
Pade, you're going to Rare Evo, man. What can we expect from you?
Dude, first of all,
we got you a pass too yesterday, right? Did you get it all taken care of?
I did email them and everything, or not email. I did do that setup. I haven't heard anything back, but I did do the exhibit or setup to get the pass. So
Okay.
hopefully that comes to fruition today. I mean, before we get into that, I wanted to go back to the gaming thing you were talking about. You said that last project that you were talking about in gaming didn't happen, didn't really pop off to December, right? Something like that?
It set its all-time high December 2023.
Okay.
So
yeah, I just want to touch base on that. Guys, gaming, you know when gaming starts pumping around the holidays, guys? That's when kids have their Christmas money or Hanukkah money or whatever, Kwanzaa. Who celebrates Kwanzaa? If you do, God bless, because we celebrate it. I have never met a person who celebrates Kwanzaa, and I'm black, so it's kind of weird. But listen, if you have the money to buy stuff during the holidays and you give it to your children, relatives, or whatever, more than likely they're going to buy some games. They're kids. Like boys, girls, it doesn't matter. Gaming is one of the biggest industries in the world, billions, almost into the trillions right now. And that's when gaming projects, in my opinion, are going to pump during the holidays, right? And the gaming, again, if you look at the chart right now, like Zach was saying, gaming hasn't moved at all, really. So I'm super big on gaming. I think right now is the time to stack gaming projects, not financial advice. But I said this on the show before. Superverse, Elio Trades, or another YouTuber, he partnered with Alex Becker, another YouTuber, and they have a project called Superverse, and they already have like top tier games using their chain, and it's super undervalued in my opinion. It's not even in the top 200, I think right now. I think it's 250 on the whole market cap. Superverse, or Super maybe, or Verse. You can easily find them. You can go to the website and everything.
I'm pulling it up now.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now on Dex Tools here. Superverse, all one word, or is it?
Yeah, Superverse, all one word. The logo's like 3 S's in green, something like that.
What's the ticker? It's not coming up.
Should be just.
Hold on, let me go to CoinMarketCap. Let me see.
It's like it was number 250 like last week.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Superverse.
It's at 49 cents.
Yeah, roughly. It was at 50 yesterday, but yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Look at that chart.
$239 million market cap. It's in the top 200.
That means it moved up because again, the last time that I mentioned on the show, and the last time I mentioned it, it was Superverse, and I think it wasn't Jasmine. I don't
so it's
remember
listed.
The other project is.
It's ticker symbol Super. It's listed under Super Farm on Dex Tools, guys. Just put the I got it pulled up on the live stream. Sorry, Pay. Go ahead.
No, I just remember last time I mentioned it. I mentioned them and another play I like. I forgot what the other play was off the top of my head. Go through so many, but that was like 250, and that one was and the other one was 249. And now that broke 200, I'm super bullish. I think that if you look at the website, obviously everyone do your own research. If you look at the website, they already have major games. Like, if you're not a gaming nerd, you're not going to know the games, right? But they already have major games partnering with them.
So this is this is a platform like similar to what Gala and Beam are doing. This is like an ecosystem where you can build your game within their ecosystem.
Yes, it's like that, but also you can embed the platform into a game you've already built to handle like like you were saying with the other projects today, like NFTs that have like certain abilities and rarities and stuff like that. And basically, if you go on their website right now, Zach, you pull it up, you'll see all the games they already have on board. And it's not like no shitty little pixel flash game on the online. It's like they're actual games. And
interesting.
In my opinion, it's super undervalued. Super undervalued.
They've seven.
If you're looking at the chart with.
They've 7x since October of last year. October of last year is really where the overall market started to really rebound and really come up. That's when like a lot of, volume started to pick up. So they've 7x'd in 10 months. Their all-time high is $4.73 though. That was set 3 years ago, March of 2021. So they're still 89% down from their all-time high. They're at 49 cents. Their all-time high was $4.73. This is interesting. I mean, I already like Beam and Gala. I'm going to add this one to my favorites too. I really want to start focusing in on gaming a little bit. Nobody's talking about it. And we talk about this all the time. When nobody's talking about it, it's usually the best times to invest. So like Gala, Beam, Superverse now. And then from an individual game perspective, I mentioned Big Time. And I like WagMe quite a bit too. I met those guys individually. I met those guys a few times. Very bullish. They got big partnerships with Immutable X and GameStop. WagMe's building kind of that Clash of Clans for the blockchain, which is really, really awesome. And they've got a ton of big YouTubers talking about it. I think Becker's talked about them a little bit too, Paid. But
yeah, Becker cracks me the fuck up.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
He's a lunatic.
He's a fucking gem, though. Yeah, he's great.
It's funny because I'm in the Cardano community, and he always shits on the Cardano community.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even, like, the way he says it, it's so funny. But,
no doubt.
So Superverse, guys, I mentioned that, like, I think a week or 2 weeks ago. I think Superverse is undervalued. I'm going to DCA in the Superverse. Especially, again, going into the holidays. That's when I think that's the next gaming pump, right? That's when everyone has, disposable income for the children, for their relatives, for whatever, or for themselves. That's when people like to treat themselves. So I think Superverse is a good play, not financial advice.
Superverse.
I get into something else.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Zach, I don't know if you saw the Telegram messages, but there is a project that is currently in this space that wants to be a longtime partner of the Crypto Breakfast Club.
Who is that?
And they've yet to retweet the space.
Yeah, what the fuck? You didn't retweet the space? Jesus Christ, dude. Look, I give you a layup. You guys are not even listening, right? What are y'all doing?
Read the bubble. That's it. Don't bring up anyone until they read the bubble up there.
Real quick, to put a bow on Superverse here, obviously it's on Ethereum. You can obviously get it on the DEX, on Uniswap. That's what I would do personally. But
they're on Coinbase now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. They're on Binance, Coinbase. They're on all the top exchanges. So, I mean, they're primed. I mean, this gaming sector, man, it's very undervalued, and we haven't talked enough about it, to be honest. So I'm glad. I was on a space yesterday. I got invited to that Wolf Financial space. A lot of smart people yesterday. I learned a lot on the space, and they want to have me back. I think I contributed some things too. I gave them some interesting perspectives, I think, with Memecoins, and it was a great conversation. So I'm going to be back on their space a little bit. And you better believe I already, I shilled the Breakfast Club over there. So hopefully we get some people coming over from Wolf Financial spaces. They got some big spaces. But yeah, it was a great conversation yesterday, and a lot of people were talking gaming. And, that's why I love these spaces, because, you just kind of listen in, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, 100%. This is undervalued. I gotta start digging in here. And I mentioned big time to a lot of them too. So maybe they pumped our bags a little bit. That's why it's up 25%. Who knows?
Love that. And Zach from Subway Correction, they did share it. I just checked. They did. Check again.
Okay, good.
Yeah, Zach Humphries, check your Telegram message between us real quick. You'll see what's happening.
Okay. All right. I will get there. I'm buried in messages, bro. If anybody's looking for a job, I need an administrative assistant like yesterday. So if you're looking for a job in Web3, I don't know if I can pay benefits, but I got you.
I got it. I'm on it. I'll do it. I'll take it.
I need a paid position.
Shit, man. I need somebody I can trust. I need somebody next to me, though. It can't be remote. You got to work right next to me all day, every day. You got to put 12 plus hours in like I do every single day.
You gotta get rid of that BO, bro. For real, dude. Like, showers every single day, man.
The beach is better.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I mean, guys, Zach does complain about that a lot. So if you are looking for something, he's looking for that. So,
bro,
I guess
it's part of the gig, right? I hate monotonous things. I hate monotonous tasks. Like just things that are just not exciting. I can't stand them. Anything that's like, yeah.
Wait, let me get this straight. We're all in Web3, and it can't be remote.
I know I was about to say.
No, man. No, it's because shit happens so fast. I need to be sitting next to the person in real time, and I need to be like, hey, message this person, message that person. It's a whole thing, man. If you saw my inbox, if you saw my Twitter DMs, my emails, and my Telegram, like if I don't check it, all that stuff for 5 hours, I'm buried. Like I can't go to bed. I'm not complaining here. It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have.
Here's a thought. What you could do is, you have the share space You come together and you can share and you can actually partition your computer. One of the things you could do, and actually Tom is really good with this stuff, but I know Tom's super busy, but you partition your computer and then you share your space. You go in, you give them access to whatever you want to give them access to. And then after that, what they do is they go through, and with that, you can open up a Telegram or whatever, bro, because we all have phones and we all have certain things. So it's like I'm sitting next to you, or you can do a Zoom where you can see the individual, you interact with them.
That is true.
And then on the back end, if the person, you'll be able to sit there and see what they're doing on your computer. So if they're doing something shady, you just be like, dude, you're done. Boom. Right? Like,
that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is this: so you just go through and you have certain parameters on your PC. You either set up a secondary PC with its own system. So it's something that you could do.
No, I appreciate that. Now I'll look into it. Hey, but you know what? Enough about me. Let's talk about the markets. Let's talk about whatever it is you guys want to jump in. Mutasco's up here early, so I want to get him in here. I know he's working, so he must have some time right now. I want to get Mutasco in here. How you doing, Mutasco? Good morning to you. Happy Friday. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm early because I have to say this out loud so that I can. I'm in my car, so if it's a little bit loud, just bear with me here. I'm going to post something. I'm going to ask you a question, Zach. And for anybody in the room, I would like to get everybody's take on this, okay? It's a very important topic because the one thing that I like to let people know is this, and I always say this, and I don't think people listen. You know, it's almost like they listen, but they don't take it. They act a certain way, they act a different way. And Paid, you may like this. So last night, I saw a tweet from Iced Knife or whatever. You guys know him. He has over 300,000 followers. And the tweet read, I just lost $7 million, okay? And it's my entire life savings, blah, blah, blah. And I trusted the wrong people. And when you said I trusted the wrong people, what came to my mind, I've been following this guy for a while, right? And I've heard him say things, I've heard him in spaces. And my flashback was when I saw Don Jr.'s tweet, okay? When he said, hey, so I realized all the Trump tokens and all the political stuff probably going to dump, okay? Now, I didn't think of it deeply. What I thought of was, I said, are we all in a giant confidence trick game in crypto? And if I didn't love this space, and I didn't genuinely think that there is something here, promise you, I'll be walking away from this space in a blink. But like you said, Zach, and I've gotten to know you a little bit, okay? I've followed you for a while. And I take a long time to trust people, okay? I'm also very easy when it comes to like getting to know people. I'm always very upfront and open. I don't have anything to hide. I just share everything. I'm like, if you get to know me on the outside, you probably realize that I'm just a free giver. I just want to share my life with you and say, hey, this is who I am. I have nothing to hide, okay? But I realized that, and I've been with and I'm going to say this, I hope you bear with me here, Zach, because this is very important. And I think you're building a community. And part of this is, who can we trust? And I'm not saying you should trust people, okay? I'm just trying to make a very important point here in regards to vulnerable people. And here's the thing. We all come in here and we talk about, hey, we want to have financial freedom. We want to, change our lives. Some people want to start a business. Some people want to take care of whatever your goals are, right? And the definition of a confidence trickster is clear, right? They tap into your vulnerabilities. They make sure that they gain your trust. And then sometimes it can go on for months. It can go on. I mean, if it's sophisticated, it could go on even over a year. until they get a point where they pounce in and exploit you. Now, the good thing about the blockchain is when you tell me, trust me, bro, and then you end up saying, hey, I'm going to create a project. The good thing about the blockchain is you can't lie, okay? So if you say, send me Ethereum into a wallet, and I do, bear in mind, you allowed me to share my vulnerabilities with you. You allowed me to prove to you that I want to align with your mission, okay? I may not be lying to you. I may be coming in up front. But the problem is there's always a clash of reality, okay? Because you may have a bad intention. I don't. And so if I send you the Ethereum and then you move it and you sell it, and I go on the blockchain and I see it, you're not going to be able to convince me that, oh, no, I didn't do it, because the blockchain says so. This is the foundation of crypto, period. So, and most of you know this. I've been, I hung around different spaces, okay? I hung around, and I always want to give people the benefit of the doubt. This is just in my DNA. I hung around the Crypto Alliance, which is a community. And I know, Zach, you said this about, they inspired you to do this, right? And I'm going to say this out loud, okay? And I mean this. I can put my life to this. If you're out here and if you want to prove to me you're not a confidence trickster, come out and defend it and justify why you're not, okay? For anybody. And here's another thing. I have millions of DMs. People send me messages for offers. I want to send you tokens. My simplest answer is always no. I'm sorry. It's very hard to say no to people, especially when you think they're good people, okay? And let me say this. This space is very, very risky. Very risky. The risk is not even on your money. It's actually, there is reputational risk in this space if you're not careful, okay? Because if you look at the tweet that I posted, this guy, I don't know him. I don't need to know him. But I don't know who he is. I don't know if he actually literally lost $7 million. You don't have any way to confirm that. But I'm using it to make a point that it's very hard. Our real lives, if you have a real life and you have a real job and you have real family to take care of, you can agree with me that it's hard enough to deal with that. What is even harder is to come into these spaces with good intentions, only to allow people to use your good intentions for their own selfish good. It's not okay, okay? Flat out wrong. It's a wrong thing to do, because the one thing you want to make sure you're doing is, if you say I'm doing this, stand by it and back it, okay? Do not use it as a vehicle to manipulate people. It's gonna backfire on your face. And that's what I'm gonna say. I'm using that tweet to make a point, and I want people to, if you're in this space, okay? Because I believe from politics to finance to crypto, we are all in a giant confidence scheme game. It all depends on which side you're at, okay? Because it's very difficult to trust people, and it's painful, because when you're here and you're doing things from your heart, you're just here sharing. Like you said, Zach, you were on the world space. I'm on several spaces. I go in there, I listen, I learn, I all that, right? But you went in there with good intentions, right? And then if you pull in people from there to come in here, and then only for somebody here to come in and use your platform as a vehicle to scam people, then it drags your reputation into it. It may not be that that's your intention, but somehow it created it. And then it could damage your reputation for no reason. Within a click, your reputation is gone. And I know truly there are good people here. And I know, and Paige, since you're in Cardano, if you remember, Charles had like this interaction that he recorded. It was he recorded it and posted it. It's been almost a year now. It was a back and forth with a scammer, okay? Charles was going back and forth to a point where the scammer could not even say anything anymore. And he just blasted him out there. And everybody could read it. I enjoyed just reading that, right? And there was a stable coin called Adana on Cardano, okay? Charles literally funded it, okay? And these guys ragged. And when they ragged, they didn't even have the courage to come out and say we failed. They literally wanted to smear Cardano and said, due to some technical challenges, we couldn't launch the project, but we're going to keep the code open source, okay? And Charles had to come out and defend his credibility, defend his entire life project, which is Cardano. I'm just saying this to warn people.
Cardano's a scam, bro. Come on, man. Cardano's a scam. Everything built on that's a scam. Come on.
Hey yo. Time out. Hold on.
Can you shut up?
First of all, wait, Matas, give me one.
Now, stop fighting. Stop the no need for this, boys. Peace and love in crypto, okay?
Yo, everyone shut the fuck up. All right.
Have some class. Come on, guys. Let's keep it classy. This is
Listen, everyone shut up. Thank you. Mutasco is speaking. He's the smartest person in this room by far. No one is going to interrupt Mutasco, except maybe me once in a while as a joke. But right now, Mutasco has the microphone. Okay? Mutasco is on a roll right now. We're not going to interrupt him, especially when he got here early. Again, the Zachs know that Gabe can be the bad guy. I don't care. Everyone shut up. Let Mutasco get this out because this is important. This type of stuff is going to save you. This type of stuff is the reason you come to the Crypto Breakfast Club in the first place. He's going to save you thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions, if you just listen. Shut up. Thank you.
Thank God. And I'm going to end with this, guys. This is also a good example. When people interrupt people unintelligently and say stupid crap, you need to shut it up. Because here's the thing. If you haven't listened and you haven't been a part of it, that means you're probably the dumbest person I've ever met in my life. It's facts. And here's the thing. If you can't read, that's your problem. It's not somebody's problem, okay? For somebody to say, I've heard it all. I've heard it in Bitcoin rooms. Ethereum's a scam. How did that end up? Oh, Vitalik is a scam. How did that end up? Come on, guys. That's a joke. Using the term Cardano is a scam, it's literally the definition of a joke. What do you mean? What do you have to support that? And I'm going to end it with that. But here's what I'm going to say. People will continue to get scammed. And here's one thing I like to say. When you send your tokens into a pre-sale wallet and you get scammed, you are the scam, not the scammer. And I'm speaking about confidence tricksters in this space. People who are pretending to be, hey, I'm shilling you this, but then they tend to do something else, okay? And here's the thing. I'm going to continue to be in this space because I believe this space is real. And nobody will convince me otherwise. I'm just challenging anybody. If you think you're genuine, prove it. Don't try to scheme people and take the hard-earned money that people are making. And also, don't try to use people with good intentions just to propel your scheme. It's wrong. It's all wrong. And I'm going to shut up. For anybody, before you say something is a scam, you should probably go and do your research. Okay? Go do your research. In fact, we have government agencies that have empowered real scams that we can't even have access to. So when you're here in the pioneers of this space that have built legitimate blockchains, and then you get psyched into thinking they are scams, maybe you should do your research. And that's what I'm going to say. Okay? Sorry, Zach. This is your space, and I respect you, but I want you to know this. This space is very risky. And I hear a lot of people come in here every day. But Your good intentions
Go ahead,
will
Mutaka,
save
go ahead.
you. Okay? Your good intentions will save you. It's very painful to watch people manipulate people and take their hard-earned money. That is not okay. And I'm not gonna stay away from this space. In fact, I will double down on this space. And I'm gonna speak up no matter who you are. I do not care. You could be the president of the United States. I will not care. Because I know there are people who are literally confidence tricksters in the government. Okay? I know that for a fact. And I want people to know this. The more people don't listen, the more they lose money. And you know what is funny? I don't do a project. I'm not selling a project. I don't create a project. In fact, I don't care for it. Okay? And there are people who just should be able to speak in these spaces and share valuable information. It's okay to do that. Okay? What is not okay is also people who claim to say, hey, they are the police of this space, but then they're literally scheming you into a new project. That is also not okay. Just because you think you can catch a scammer doesn't mean that it gives you the credibility to create a new project and sell it to the new group. This is what people do. I've been in this space for a while. I've seen it all. It's painful to watch. Painful. I have a real job. In fact, I have a real great job in my real life. And I'm taking crypto seriously, and I've gone through a lot, seen a lot. And I'm sharing this. In fact, if you listen to this, it'll save you money. 99% of the time, I don't care what anybody is shilling. I'm not buying it. Why? Because I don't have to. I don't have to. So do not ever get forced to buy something you don't understand, because you will get scammed. And when you get scammed, look in the mirror first. Don't go trying to say, this guy got me scammed, or this guy somehow was hanging out with this guy and they got me scammed. No, you scammed yourself. And it proves it right here. When people are not listening and they want to like rob your ego and stupidity, come on. I just posted that. The guy lost $7 million and he had followers. I'm sure most of his followers got wrecked. Okay? They got wrecked. Maybe he had enough money to survive. The other people that blindly went with him, maybe that is their last savings. And they lost it. And you think that is okay? No, it's not okay. It's not okay. I'd rather make money and go to bed, sleep and wake up without thinking I actually stole somebody's money. That is who I am. And I will continue to be me, okay? Do not ever, anybody in this space, I respect people, and when I have my time to speak, do not ever try to interrupt me, because that is disrespectful, and that in itself tells me the person's ignorance, okay? Have a good day. Sorry, Zach, and thank you. I truly care about your space. Every single space I go in, I hear people say, when you say, okay, you're here to help, crypto is the future, I'm in. Sign me on. Sign me on. And I mean it genuinely. But I also know there are bad apples in this space. Bad apples. When I find out you're one, you're done. Cut you out, and I'm gone. Okay? But I'll give you the chance to prove to me that you're not. And I respect your space. Please continue to do what you do. Because if we don't do it, there are people who will end up in these scam spaces, and they will get wrecked. Okay? So I know you have good intentions and you're doing this right. Keep doing it. And when I have the chance, I'll come up and speak. And that's all that is here. I'm not selling you anything. In fact, my name has nothing to it. Okay? And I'm nobody. Have a good day.
Mutasco, listen, we love you.
Hello?
And that's why I cut everyone off. real quick, what is this guy doing? What is happening? Okay, so that's over.
Hello?
Now listen. I'm going to say this right now, and the Zachs will back me up on this. If anyone in this room or in this space comes in here and is a proven scammer, you're banned from the Crypto Breakfast Club henceforth. That's it. We're not going to deal with any of this nonsense, people scamming people out of money. You listen, as a scammer, you're an idiot because you will make way more money if you launch whatever project you're doing and do it the right way. 100%. You know, a project the other day, yesterday, got rubbed. The dev made like 3K, the whole project rubbed, and it bounced back exponentially and hit all-time highs this morning. You're an idiot if you're rugging, if you're scamming, if you're doing any of this stuff in this space, and we do not tolerate it here right now, period, or ever. It's not going to be tolerated. If someone comes to me and it's like, hey, this person's scamming, here's some evidence, we look at the blockchain, and, you know, Zach from Subway can look at the blockchain, you know, he's a ghost, he'll look at everything. He'll see what magazine you're reading in the bathroom because he's a ghost and he can flip through the walls. So, listen, I'm serious. If you're a scammer, you're going to get banned, period. We're building something really big here. We don't have the tolerance for any nonsense. And I'm going to leave it at that. And listen, if you get banned here one day, we found out. That's all I'm going to say.
Appreciate that, guys. And listen, I don't want to give it too much oxygen in terms of like saying the people, but you know, it's super frustrating when you meet these people in person too. That to me really irks me, you know? And when you do it so blatantly without any remorse or any care, it irks me like to the core. And, you know, it's terrible that we have to go through this, but I will tell you guys this, we're not going to launch a token. Okay. We're not going that direction. We're here to talk about the markets. We're here to talk about, sure, plays we're in, plays that might even compensate us to talk about them. And we're very upfront about that, but we're not going to go launch a token. We're not going to go do things behind the scenes and have all these different tokens that we're part of, because that happens too, where people, you know, have teams of people in the background launching all these tokens and they're all, you know, coming together and talking about how these are all the next greatest thing. It's painful to see, but you know what? It's part of the growing pains, I think, of this new market. And the money's too easy oftentimes, but people want to take the easy route. They don't want to, you know, take the route that is going to keep their reputation in this space. Guys, I can tell you this, I'm playing the long game in crypto. I'm not here for a couple months or whatever. I'm not trying to get rich quick. I love doing this. If I made 25% of the money that I've made in crypto, I would still do it because I love it. And so, yeah, I mean, be careful, hang out with the right people in the right rooms. And this is one of them. This is one of them, because there are a lot of other rooms that, hell, a lot of times you don't even know who you're talking to. They're not doxed. But again, what really irks me are the people that fully dox and the people that get out in front of you and make it seem like they're there to help. And you meet them face to face, and then you find out that they're doing these type of things. It irks me to the core. I will tell you that. And but you know what? You have to be careful not to give it too much oxygen, and don't let it occupy too much of your time, and don't let it occupy too much of your energy, right? We can talk about it, we can address it, and I think that's important. But at the end of the day, don't let it overcome you to the point where you can't, you know, you can't spend any time doing productive things, right? And I think that's really what I want to kind of stress with that. And I think Barkosha, you had your hand up. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to add on to what Mikasa was saying early on in his journey there, when he was talking about the tweet where the guy was like, I trusted the wrong people, I lost $7 million. Without knowing too much about the circumstance there or anything, just surface level, there's a lot of layers to that. Because what I see happening a lot in this space too is you do start trusting people and you get into this little circle, but what happens is that you guys could all be genuine, good people, good intentions, but you get stuck in an echo chamber too. So you just pretty much hype yourselves up to lose money. And that's why I really like your guys' space here, Zach, because I mean, unless you're disrespectful, like the last guy cutting people off and just, trying to get loud, you can have a different opinion here and no one's just going to jump down your throat. And we all talk about different perspectives, and that really gives you a true insight to the market. And that's why I really appreciate your space like that, Zach. So I just kind of want to add that too.
And guys, real quick, just so you know, we've been going on for about 2.5 months, Zach, so is that correct? Something like that? This is like the second or third person in that whole time we had to kick off the stage, ever. Our space is always respectful. It's always fun. I'm always cracking some stupid joke and everyone's laughing at me because I'm an idiot, But on a serious note, we don't tolerate disrespect, especially to the OGs. Butascos has been here from day one. Mark, day one. Bartoshi, day one. Bjorkort, Pedro, all these people, day one. The one thing you're not going to do is come in this room, come up on our block unannounced and acting loud. You ain't going to do that in the hood in Chicago, are you? No, you're not. So don't come up in their spaces the same shit. We're a crew. We've been together for a while. We're expanding it every day, but you're going to be respectful. I'm going to leave it at that. You're going to be respectful. That's it. Let's get back. Marco, do you have something else? What's going on?
Yeah, I do. Paid. I would do that in Chicago as I was Chicagoan, 55th and Cicero, stand up. So if you know Chicago, you know that area.
Yo, you know what? I'm going to drop you off at the south side, with my bulletproof window car, and I'm going to drop you right on the corner right there. And then you
55th and Cicero is south side, buddy.
Barkoshi, West Side Loop next to UIC on Halstead. Know where I'm at? Right by Little Italy.
Yeah, Little Italy. It's been years, man. I moved out when I was 16. My parents divorced, and so I moved out. It's been a long time. I'm almost 40 now, so.
I lived over there for a little bit, man. Yeah, Chicago in the summertime's great.
So much fun. I love Navy Pier.
100%.
And lastly, real quick, and I'll shut the fuck up. Listen, Zach from Subway, his project is Coyote. Paid XPO, my project is Paid XPO. That's it. That's the only projects we 100% endorse for anything. It's our own. That's it. We're not launching any other tokens as of right now that I know from Zach. I know I'm not. I don't got the time. So if anyone says, oh, I heard Page's doing this, no, the fuck he isn't. He did not launch anything. Oh, I heard Zach from Subway's doing this. No, the fuck he isn't. No. Zach Humphries is no, we're not launching anything. Mutasco may launch a Village token. I have talked with them in the back channels around that, but no, I'm just kidding. Mutasco ain't launching shit either.
Let's go over to Mar. Morning, brother.
Good morning, Zach. Good morning, everyone. Just quick. I've always told you guys, let me speak before Mutasco. It's not fair. Let me speak before he drains all my little ideas that I have that I'm gonna say, and it's not fair, guys. It's not fair. It's like, I'm gonna put it this way. It's like, I don't know, bringing on Michael Jackson, and then I gotta come in and sing right after Michael Jackson. Like, what the fuck? It's not fair. Like, really? Anyways, I posted on the comment section a project that this project has been out for like, I think 2 years. Big, it had a big dump because they signed a contract with Microsoft, and then Microsoft backed out. It's actually a blockchain too. I got my alpha team also telling me, hey boy, they're talking about gaming, so it's Hypetopia. It's been out for a while. It's like a $10 million market cap. I hold a little bit of it, nothing to change my life unless I wait like 40, 50 years, who knows. But yeah, it's a gaming platform similar to Minecraft. So if you guys want to look at it, just go ahead, but I know the FUD behind it was due to a contract that Microsoft backed out. They just, because they decided not to go against the original Minecraft or whatever it is. And yeah, and you know, other than that, I love Mutasco, what he just said. And the scary thing about, you know, getting scam or scammers in crypto and all that, it's also what Zach said. You get to meet him in person too. I got scammed like almost $14,000-$15,000 a year and a half ago. That's how I built my alpha team, through that scam. Everybody knows the story. I never met the scammer in person, but I always felt like I did, because my best friend that he's into crypto big time, and he does not use this platform. It's insane. The guy is he's just in another world. He doesn't use this platform. He hardly even uses Telegram. But anyways, he met this individual. So it's almost like I met him too, because my best friend met him. And the guy just scammed the whole project, where, again, he would have made way more money if he would have kept the project. But people are greedy. People want quick money. It is what it is, you know. But the scary thing about this whole conversation, that there's scammers in crypto, but also outside of crypto. And then we got to deal with that part of the world too, you know? So there's scammers everywhere. You guys just got to watch out. I've had scammers in my old job, and it's scary. It's scary, and we all have to always build a foundation through our family and our friends. And from there, we started picking up the individuals that we could trust. And always listen to your family, man, especially if you still got your mom around. You know, you got your mom and your dad around. They might not even know anything about crypto, and they will point out, careful with that individual. It's a connection. It's an energy, you know. But yeah, it sucks. And, you know, short-term memory, and you got to move on. I'm pretty sure Zach has gone through hell, you know, meeting all these people. And then in the past 4 or 5 years since he got into crypto, and realizing, you know, these guys are not scammers, or they're not flying straight, you know. But yeah, other than that, you know, the market is strong. What is it? Bitcoin 61K. I posted something on my X. You know, we might be late to Ethereum and Bitcoin, but we got thousands of projects that we're still early to, you know. And many people, I don't want you to just because it's $1 billion market cap or a $250 million market cap, I don't want you to think that you're late on that. You're not. Look at Bitcoin, you know. And one day, you see that Bitcoin market cap, that might be like the number 400 coin. So imagine what Bitcoin would be, you know. But other than that, man, great space. And, you know, this is what this space is all about, you know. And I've thrown it out there to Zach. And I don't know if Zach has ever heard me, but I've been into spaces where the main host or the co-host, they got a huge following. And the one tweet I don't ever want to see from Zach, the one tweet, I don't care what the hell he tweets, or from Zach from somewhere, or, you know, is I sold my Bitcoin for Memecoins. I don't want to see that fucking tweet. That is something that just, like, what's happened, dude? I will call you personally. You know, that's so specific. That's so specific. Dude, nah, because I've seen it. I've seen it, man, with these guys. And, you know, it's like the famous saying, with great powers comes great responsibility. An idiot like me, I could probably, you know, post that. But someone with 1 million followers, 100,000 followers, you can't post that. You're going to hurt people. And for me, that's as close as scamming also, you know? Posting out there, I sold my Bitcoin to buy memes. Like, that's just, it's scary, you know? But yeah, man, hey, listen, we all make mistakes, but don't make that mistake of selling your Bitcoin for memes.
100%. Let's go down to your corp. Go ahead, man.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's doing great. Haven't talked that much lately. Just been busy all the stuff, trying to, you know, keep my life straight when it comes to this. You guys know about my surgery. I'm really actually recovering. So Monday I started to work. So I haven't been that active into crypto. Actually doing my own thing here at home because I just been so bored at doing my, you want to call it NFT. with the Pokemon cards, and it's funny because I'm making money out of it. I didn't believe I was going to, but I'm making money out of it. So it's kind of funny. But besides that, I just wanted to come in to say hi, Tasco, to thank you for that great information that you gave us all the time in today's speech and today, what you just provided to us today. It was great, man. 100% true what you always said. Whoever interrupted him, if you still here, bro, don't do that. We here respectful as fuck. We try.
I kicked him. I kicked.
Okay. We try to have a good time. This is for everybody else, we always try to have a good time, and it's not that we're trying to give preferences to other people or not. It's just Mustasco, literally every time he talks, he got great information, and you don't want to interrupt because we don't want to miss that information. We here to make money, to learn, and it's like in school. When we in school, there used to be always a kid freaking interrupting the class and doing something. Probably it was me, probably it was you, probably it was Zach, or who knows. But it was always somebody interrupting, and then we like, what the heck, man? So this is kind of like that. Hey, Tasco is the teacher right now. He's teaching us something. Don't interrupt, man, because other people want to learn. So, well, besides that, my main thing that I wanted to ask, and you guys got to answer with a yes or no. You guys, if you guys want to answer, say yes. If you guys don't want to answer, just say no. And this is something because I'm totally off of what's going on. But we got rugged by money, man. And that is it. That's all I want to know.
Yes, absolutely. You lost everything. It's a fucking scam.
Okay.
Jack from Subway says so.
No
yep,
problem.
sorry, move on.
All right, move on. Let's move on. No problem. That's all I needed to make sure. And then when it comes to the market, guys, great opportunity just a few days ago. Look how the market was so low. Yeah, super scary for a lot of people. For me, I didn't have this feeling. I knew the market was going to recover, and it was going to recover great. The bad thing was for me is that because of my situation, I didn't have that much capital, but I did invest it in my one that I always want to invest into, Zach, that is Bone. And how I say, you guys like, oh, shut the fuck up. You always say the same shit always. Yes, I will always say the same shit always. If you don't stack your Bone, you stupid. But yeah, I did that on that one. That was the only one that I kind of like stacked myself real good in the past few days. And look at the market now, guys. Look how all the coins are recovering. That V-shaped recovering that is doing, and most of the coins are great. You're talking about from 15% to like 60% gains that you could have got if you got invested. If you be looking at the market, if you wouldn't be getting scared and running away because, oh my God, it's going to make it lose all our money because it's dropping. No. That's when you're like, okay, let me make that money right now and put it in. So I hope all of you did it. If you didn't, I'm sorry, but we still also early. Even though Bitcoin right now, it went up to, well, it's a little bit down, but it's at 60K right now. But we're still early, guys. We're still early, This bull run hasn't really started how it's supposed to start. I say September coming up to next year, man, be ready. We're going to be having money. Definitely we're going to be having money. But that is it, guys. I just wanted to know about those stuff. I wanted to also let you know that there are other ways to make money too. Sometimes if you are not sometimes, but I kind of feel that the stuff that I needed to take care of, of course, and I needed to step away from crypto, and I felt good. It sucked that I came back with some bad news and some stuff like what we talked, but shit happened in crypto. That is crypto. So we just got to move on, make our money, and then fuck all them people that fuck us up. Like Mutasco said, he mentioned the scammer is not the scammer, it's you. Because if you know that person that that you invest that money in places that you don't pretty much believe on, but you still invested, then you kind of screwed, bro. It's yourself that's scamming yourself. But yeah, guys, that's all I needed to know. And to say, I wish you guys have a great day, and I'll keep on listening. If you want to drop me off for speaking, so somebody can also rotate, feel free to at any time, Zach. Okay. Thank you again for all that information and for all you guys doing.
Appreciate you, your corp. Real quick, just some news. Just slip in here, and we'll continue moving around the stage. 2.46 billion total in Bitcoin and Ethereum options expired today. So expect some volatility, I think. If you're out there trading or you're looking for an entry or exit from a trade, just keep that keep that top of mind here. We've got, again, like right around 2.5 billion total in Bitcoin, Ethereum options expiring. There could be some short-term volatility with that. Just a little tidbit. But let's go down to Shelby and then Free Trump. I see your hand up too. Go ahead, Shelby. Oh, Shelby just dropped down. All right, we'll go to Free Trump. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Zach. Good morning, everybody. So I just wanted to hit on some political stuff. So, and every time I see something that's off a little bit or different in the political space, my spidey senses go up. It's not that I believe in the elections, but I believe in narratives and a script. So if you haven't noticed, Donald Trump Jr. has actually been getting a little more active on X. And although it's not unusual as we get closer to November 5th or September 18th for that fact, it is kind of strange that they are getting a little maybe nervous because of mainstream polls and mainstream numbers and all this stuff. When this first kicked off, Trump was way out in the lead. Now, according to mainstream narrative, it's like a closer race, right? So they're each kind of kicking off their own thing, like they're pulling out the big guns, so to speak. I'm not going to go into the vice president pick that Harris did as far as his military service, because I actually do know some people that were in the Minnesota National Guard, because that's next to my home state. So, and I haven't even picked their brains yet. I don't even know if I dare approach that subject. That might be really sore for them. However, yesterday morning, they mentioned they're going to get into crypto with something big, right? And right away, I started looking for BDeFi on Dex Tools. Found it. It eventually popped up yesterday. And it rugged, of course. But it looks like the community might be trying to do a CTO. So that's where I wanted to go with this, is how many of these things rug and then CTO, because obviously, I'm in 5 CTOs right now on Telegram, and it's crazy. It's almost like it's the norm. These devs, whoever they are, why are they, if you're smart enough to make a crypto coin, a meme coin, if you're smart enough to write those contracts and create something out of nothing, raise the funds, and then you rug it, how can you be that technically savvy and that technically gifted and be a scammer? It makes no sense to me. And already a couple people have said it. If you just stick with your project, you could push that thing into the tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions, possibly even hitting that billion market cap. But they pull it over chump change. I mean, I understand, 100, couple hundred, maybe 2 or 3 million ain't chump change. To most people, it's not. But are people that short-sighted that they can't see the bigger prize in all this? And I hated using the term cheats because I didn't like offending people. But the longer I stay in this space, the more I see dang, over 90% of people are just cheats. Whether it's driving, working, being a crypto degen, whatever. It's just, don't people want to strive to be better anymore? That used to be a thing when I was younger. You wanted to be number one, the champion. You wanted the blue ribbon, in school sports, first place. Am I so out of touch with reality and society that people are just happier being a failure? Call me crazy. I don't know. But I feel like I'm being separated from this. And it's I see some of these meme coin projects and they look like, I'm thinking, oh my God, there it is. There's the next $100 million market cap. So I put $100 in, right? Check it 6 hours later and it got rug pulled. And I was just dude, that went from 300,000 to 1.5 million in a matter of hours. And then it got pulled. And I understand that they're scamming them. They're setting it up to make it look like they're pumping. I know, how the bots work and stuff like that. But it still amazes me that how can people be this gifted and be such a shitbag? I mean, am I nuts for thinking this, or am I just babbling here this morning because I had too much McDonald's coffee?
I believe what you mean, free Trump. I understand 100%. It is true. With so much talent that somebody have, doing stuff like that, you have even more capability to do it to the good, and more rewards will come to you. So yeah, I 100% agree with you. Those people are just trash, and I don't know why they waste those talents.
Well, we can't just all blame them. I mean, it's us, the investors. When you sit there and see bots being traded on a project, giving it value, most projects do it. It's called money makers. That's the only way people will buy. If a project sits there, it doesn't use the bots, there's no value. People look at it and say, "Oh, this is a dead project." So it's the psychology of investors. So if we as investors keep encouraging that behavior, it's going to keep happening. So we can't put all the blame on them. It's us, the investors, giving them our money, and they're doing it. So until we learn and do better with our investments, they're going to just keep doing it because it's easy money.
Yeah, I'll just add something quick. It's a lot easier to take the easy route, and launch 10 of these damn things a week or whatever. And obviously, here's the way I look at it, man. Like that feeling you get when you help someone, you're actually helping yourself. Like that feeling you get when you help somebody, it's like exhilarating. You're like, but it works the other way too. When you hurt others, you're just hurting yourself. And those people aren't going to win in the end. It's a shame that we have to deal with so many of them in our space. But I agree with Barkoshi too. We've got to be smarter. And I'm not sitting here saying I haven't made mistakes or got rug pulled. I have multiple times. And it sucks every single time. But I have gotten better in terms of what to look for and just mitigating those risks, right? So I think it's an important topic we talk about here today. And yeah, let's keep it moving here. Let's go down to Shelby. Shelby's back up here. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, I was having connection troubles. So I just want to give a couple of announcements. So today, probably later around 4:00 my time, Eastern time, we will officially launch our the website for the Crypto Breakfast Club. So, be on the lookout for that. We will put it in the Telegram. Thank you. And so, that will have all the important information. It will have all the recordings from every day. So if you're looking for something specific, you can just go to the webpage and find that. It'll have a short paragraph about what they talked about. So you're not fishing around if you want something specific, a project, whatever it may be. And also, we had a space last night. It was for the Women on Base. And finally, I'm excited to say that I can announce what is happening. So, of course, you all know that we are going to be on the On-Chain Summit. We're doing a 90-minute roundtable. And we are partnering with Roar. So whoever has a ticket to our certain event, we will break you down into 3 groups, and you guys will build a bag with Roar in the basement in their studio from the ground up. And then those will be auctioned off, and the proceeds will go to Evergreen and various things to do with Bitcoin on Base. So we are really excited about that. Also, we announced that we have been gifted 50 tickets to the event for our specific roundtables. So we want to gift those to you guys. Last night we had a ton of people interested. So if you're going to be in the San Francisco area, it's going to be August 17th. Our set is at 9:00 in the morning till I believe 11:30. Reach out to me, DM Women on Base, and we will get you a ticket free of charge. We want to gift those to you because we love you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and happy Friday.
I have a question for Zach from Subway. Your ghost abilities transcend time, huh? Because how are you guys Eastern in Vegas?
I don't live with my wife.
That's a good question. I would like to know that too.
Yeah, Zach lives with me.
We're married. Apparently we don't live together, which I think is like the best relationship.
Let's go to Tom. Thanks for that, Shelby. Awesome.
It's always so funny when Zach comes back to the mic from laughing. You can just hear it in his voice.
Let's go to Tom. What's up, man? Looking forward to seeing you, brother. I'll see you in a couple of days here.
Man, good to talk. Looking forward to seeing you too, Zach. I thought I'd come on. I haven't been able to spend a lot of time in the spaces lately because my show starts just after yours ends, and so I'm always in show prep. But today we don't have our regular show, and we've got news coming up that I just tweeted about. Zach, I tagged you in it. For all of you listening, Zach and I, along with Pedro here in the group, will be attending the ETH Toronto Blockchain Futures Convention in Toronto next week, the 13th and the 14th. And we're going to be, we've got our mobile studio set up here in my living room right now, I might add. It's a disaster mess. And I'm going to be schlepping that stuff off to the trade show. We're going to be in the back of the main hall where all the cameras and the press are. And we're going to have a little mobile studio there. We're going to be interviewing people. We're going to have a kind of a creator zone. So Zach and Pedro and I, and if Austin and Oscar and those guys come, we'll have a hardwire for them to live stream from and do all that kind of stuff. But it's good. It's good news. The interviews are starting. We've got the CEO of Coinbase Canada. To drag that out. Coinbase Canada coming by the booth Tuesday for an interview, and the show speakers are going to come through too. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. Like, if you've listened to us before, we've heard Zach talk about how we met at the show last year. Zach is just walking by, and I'm like, "Hey, I know that bald guy." And I said, "Oh, are you Zach? Zach Humphries?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he saw my setup, and he's like, "Oh, you're a YouTuber too?" And I'm like, "You bet." and then we realized we had exchanged tweets and messages in the past and stuff. And my channel is really small, and if you guys could give me a follow, I'd really appreciate that, to Pedro and I. I said, how do you do this and really pump up your group here? And Zach, over the past year, has been giving me some advice, kind of like a mentorship. And I've been very happy and I want to thank Zach for that because it's helped us a lot. Our subscribers on our YouTube channel have gone from 1,800 to almost 16,000 now, or maybe just over 15,000, which is a good thing. We'd love to get up to the $100,000 subscriber range, that type of stuff. But that comes with time and experience, as we all know. And we do good shows. And we have various different types of shows. But more importantly, next week, we're going to be doing all kinds of broadcasts, live events on both our channel, Zach's channel, and our streams are likely going to be picked up by the blockchain's live feed anyway, for the panel discussions that we have, or just a general chit-chat in between major speakers. So all of you should pay attention, subscribe to us, make sure that you click on notifications, because we're going to be going live a bunch of times. On Monday is kind of the testing up the studio, and probably BSing a little bit. And then, of course, all day Tuesday and Wednesday coming to you from the show. But I thought I would just put that out there. Looking forward to having Zach there. If you look for our tweets, I put out a post of the graphics that are going to be at our booth with our logo and Zach's logo and our exchange sponsor that's paying for those graphics. And this is going to be I think this is Pedro's first trade show. And so he's going to have his mind blown away by the people that you meet, the projects that you see early on in life that are well backed. Because projects that appear at a trade show that are new have money. They have money. They have institutional money. They have VC money. They have some kind of money because trade shows are expensive. And so they're things that appear there are not pump and dumps. They're legitimate companies getting ready to rock and roll. And as we all know, and Zach's told us many times, a lot of those things, you get wrecked in. Those private sales are getting in early on things. But a lot of those things percolate for a while. A lot of those AI guys were at the show last year. And that, as we all know, that all paid off. So it'll be good to see what the new and hottest things are. We're going to be reporting from the show for that, bringing you the alpha, bringing you who's hot and who's not. We'll be doing a swipe left and swipe right type thing. Anyway, thanks for Zach for letting me pitch that. Looking forward to spending some time with you. and interviewing some good people next week. Thanks.
Can't wait, brother. Yeah. For everybody listening to on YouTube, we've got over 1,100 with us across all our platforms there on the live streams. I've got Tom's Twitter page. Good to see you up over 1,000 too, Tom. Let's get him some more followers there, and definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. They do a phenomenal job. He's had some great guests, and him and Pedro together tag team their live stream. So it's a great place to go after our space too. So make sure you guys show him some love there. Follow him and Pedro there on right here on X, and then it'll lead you into their YouTube channel. They can go right to your DYORnetwork.media, right, and find the YouTube channel.
Website has all the links, and including, I have to say this, including a page where if you want to hire a company that can put on a show for you or host your podcast, or as we say, hire our personalities or hire our production, you can do that too. So go to our website, DYORnetwork.media.
Awesome. I will say this, man. Tom, I mean, I was super impressed when I met you last year. Like, your setup was just freaking insane. I wish I had that kind of brain. I'm more of like, just give me the mic and you guys handle all the technical stuff. Like, just give me a microphone and I'm good. But man, you got the setup going. I can't wait for this year, man. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
Just good I'm bringing this year. It'll make last year look like kindergarten.
I can't wait, brother. I can't wait. Austin can't make it. He really wants to be there, but Oscar is traveling in on Sunday. He's staying with me in my place Sunday night, and him, myself, and then my buddy Mark from the Crypto Mark. He's got about 8K on YouTube. Good friend of mine. Myself, Oscar, and Mark will be all driving in on Monday. So I'll shoot you a text or give you a call as soon as we get in, and we'll link up for sure.
All right.
Yeah. And Zach, real quick, Zach from Subway wants to go, but we also have Grizzly down there, who I feel like has his hand up for like at least 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. We'll get right to him.
And Clover Rain also got up here, so we can get to them as well.
Yep.
Mocha.
Yeah, we'll get to everybody. I see Dark Side. I see Pedro Mutasco too. Go ahead, Zach, and then we'll get down to Grizzly.
Yeah. No, this is on that topic. Are we doing Breakfast Club next week, or are we skipping it for that?
Yeah. So Monday, I should be good to host. I'll keep you posted here, Zach, for Tuesday. And I know Pade's going to Rare Evo at some point later next week, but we'll make it happen.
I leave Monday also, actually.
You leave Monday too. Okay. All right. So Monday I should be good because we're not going to leave until the afternoon. So I'll be good to cover Monday for sure. But Tuesday, Wednesday is the actual conference. It could be a little tough for me, Zach. I'll probably just be on the space, but maybe have you host Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, I should be able to host again. I'll be on my travels back. So maybe have you host on Thursday too, because I'll be in the car. So if it gets spotty, that way we won't lose connection. But yeah, we'll plan on that tentatively, but I'll get you more insight. But yeah, Monday we're good. Business as usual. And then yeah, Zach will probably host Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, guys. So just be on the lookout for that. And we'll promote that across everything and let you guys know what's going on. Hell yeah. Grizzly, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm eating. 1 second.
What are you eating?
Yeah, I'm eating. 1 second.
No, what are you eating?
Just some potatoes and meat.
Potatoes.
Yep, and meat.
For breakfast?
There you go. No, yeah.
So I wanted to say that I love being part of this so far. It's been just a day and I'm loving it really. I've learned a lot and I can't wait to learn more. I was amazed by what was the guy's name? I think
Mutasco.
Mutasco, yeah, sorry. Mutasco. His speech earlier was really inspiring. And definitely we need to keep an eye out for everything and not to get scammed. So not much else I have to say. Just wanted to chip in. I'm gonna try to get on each basis, and I'm just gonna even if you don't have anything to say, I just wanna chip in, continue being a part of it, and hopefully learn. That's all.
Awesome, man. We're so glad to have you here and to be part with us, man. It's awesome that you came in and you found a community this quick, and I think you're gonna love being part of us long term, man. For sure. So we're happy to have you here. Appreciate you. Claverine, go ahead.
Right on. Thanks for having me back, Zach and Paige and other Zach. So yeah, we had a pretty serious sell-off coming out of Ray, but we've clawed our way back up from around a 9K market cap level, back up to over 40K thousand within a day. The whole community rallied together and we bought up the floor like true Diamond Claw legends. They have the same passion and pride in the project as the core team does, and it really shows. We've got the Claverine themed game that should be ready to launch either tonight or in the morning. And we're going to have a leaderboard so that we can have contests for the high score. And we do want to try to implement some kind of airdrop and maybe NFT rewards in the future to associate with that. We've also been discussing a reward system for the top holders and those that have held strong with us through this all, and want to recognize them for when we reach specific milestones. The animated comics that I mentioned, they're still in the works, but they're evolving now to where after we've completed the origin story motion comic, we want to go to the choose your own adventure route and have the community vote on where they'd like the story to go. So really excited to see where we can take this, and the strength and the energy of the community combined with the core team. I truly believe we could take this to a 1 mil MC and beyond. So fill up your bags, guys, because this group is devouring that gourmet dip. So yeah, Zach, also catch me in the DMs. I did send a follow-up message to the offer you guys sent. Definitely want to partner up, and if you guys are willing to meet us halfway, would love to have you aboard this rocket ship to the moon.
I tagged Zach in the Telegram message. Well, he's busy right now, but he'll get back to you.
I know. Fair enough. Just figured I'd mention. I know he's got 1,000 DMs, but just so he knows, we're here waiting to hear back from him when he's got a chance.
And Zach, you still have the discount, right, for the ETH Toronto? Is that still active?
Yeah, 100%. Let me tweet that out actually right now. That's a good reminder, actually.
Yeah, because we're from that area actually. Some of the team. Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, you 100% should, man. It's an awesome conference. I think Tom might have dropped down, but I think there were 7,500 people there last year. I think they're expecting closer to 9,000 this year.
Wow.
I just got accepted on the yacht party, so LFG, let's go. So that's going to be awesome.
He's doing a yacht party, so that's epic. Shib's a big sponsor. Go check out all those booths. I will be there in spirit in ghostly ways, but yeah, go have fun on that yacht. Drink some for me.
Yeah, man, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for sure. They got a bunch of special events. It's really cool on their website. By the way, I just tweeted it out. So yeah, it's 25% coupon code, guys. If you just use Zach25 at checkout, ZACH25. There's a little graphic there. I just tweeted it. So if you guys are still looking to get in, 25% off your ticket there to get you in the conference, and you won't be disappointed, man. Great venue, great show, just great stage, just an awesome place. And, that's the birth of Ethereum too, obviously. So ton of great projects and just great energy there. Can't wait to get out there, heading there on Monday. But, yeah, for sure. Hope to see you there, man.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. And yeah, we'll definitely take advantage of the coupon, the discount. Why not? Save it so we can throw it back into this claw situation.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Love it.
Thank you, brother.
And real quick, Claverine did hit just about 80K today, all-time highs. Whoa.
Very nice. Let's go to Pedro here. Go ahead, man. Pedro, you ready to go?
Sorry about that. Forgive me. I was actually talking with Tom. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, I just want to say, man, one, looking forward to Tuesday, Wednesday, hanging out with you guys. It's going to be a blast. On the back end as well, it's been really interesting as I'm looking at the market and things like that. Obviously, you guys know where I see and think about the market. But again, I think what's really interesting is the community aspect behind crypto. I know within traditional finance, right? It's very kind of professional and it's very kind of white collar. one thing I do love about crypto, and we were talking about this, right? As we get to know each other and interact with each other, I think there was that trust. And I want to kind of springboard on what Natasha was saying, is that, you know, like as you get to know these people, and the longevity aspect is literally one of those things that allow us to be able to really connect, right, over the long haul. I mean, I think I've been in this industry now for about 3.5 years now. I was kind of an OG listening to Zach Humphries when he was about, I think you were at 15,000, 10,000 subs at that time, man. And I just remember just like being like, this guy knows what he's doing. He's checking things out. And I was still fresh to crypto. So it was really interesting to see as we started seeing the space evolve and everything start to kind of, you know, the scammers really take over in BNB, and as well as other aspects of the new chains, right? That to see you and a lot of the other people here in the crypto space here just almost start pointing out, look, be careful, there's this aspect of scammery, or this aspect of scammery, right? Be careful there. And I just, honestly, that saved me and a lot of times getting rugged. And I just think that's important. Like, I love the fact that Zach from Subway sits there and really goes through like the blockchain. I actually had him, I just posted something on his Twitter or his X account and said, hey man, can you look at this and talk about this? This is really interesting. It's a new like way that they're scamming people by getting into people's like seed phrase or master seed phrases. So I just want to say, keep it up, man. I really enjoy it. And then also, it's funny when you meet me on the show, right? I seem very boisterous and very kind of outgoing. Even here, I seem pretty outgoing, right? But I'm a pretty shy guy. So I'm a pretty chill, relaxed, like kickback dude. So it'll be really interesting to see when we all get together. Like, I'll be the one in the background just being like, dope, let's keep moving, right? So it's gonna be real fun. We'll see. But I just want to say thanks for shooting all that stuff, man, about like scammers and just pointing out how you can get scammed. And that saved me, man, a lot. So that's all I wanted to say. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got to say about that. How about the Bears, man? They coming back, right?
Hey, yo, you know what? Pedro, just the hell off the stage.
Yes, sir. I'm out of here. Are you gonna be there too, Paige?
I'm flying out the River, so I'm flying to Vegas. I'm going kind of the opposite direction of you.
Oh, now you are, man.
Pedro gives me more bad news than my wife.
Oh,
holy shit!
What?
Wait, Mark. Wait, hold on, Mark. Yesterday, did you say your wife was Russian?
Yeah.
So your wife is Russian, you're Cuban. What do those arguments sound like?
Yeah, right.
You know, the most amazing thing about my wife is when we have sex.
Hey, yo, what?
He actually.
Not over breakfast. Come on, guys.
In Mandarin, because she speaks Chinese too. So I tell her, come on, scream in Chinese. So
oh my
wife, a Chinese wife.
Yo, Mar,
TMI.
You know? Wow. Here, man.
I'm not rugging Zach's
the Breakfast Club come to.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's kind of creepy.
On that note, I gotta go, guys. But thanks again for having me on. I gotta get back to stuff here. So thanks again, Zach. I'll catch you in the DMs. This is my time to go. You guys enjoy the rest of your show.
See you, dude.
See you, brother. Take it easy.
She also speaks Spanish, by the way.
Go bueno. Yeah.
Me too. Bullish. There you go.
Bullish. Well, we didn't even need to talk about the market. I was just trying to say, you know what, the fact is that this community here is such a solid community. I mean, it gives testament to the idea that, you know, you find safety in community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll put it like this. I came on, at the beginning here, and I told you guys, I said, listen, the market's about to sell off. Be ready. Like, if you can put them shorts in, if you understand how to do shorts, y'all could have made money, right?
Me too.
And on the back end, it gave validity to the idea that, look, no, the institutions are involved here. That's like an important thing, because the reality is it's now trading like a S&P 500. It's and the way they trade is simple. So if you guys keep following me on my show, just go listen to me. I talk about what they're doing, right? Like, and I always tell everybody, look, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you go back and you look at my videos, which I call my receipts, right? Because you can't doctor those, right? We have a live show. And so I go and I just tell people, like, look, this is where the area to buy. This is where I'm buying. Like Shiba Inu, I'm buying down here, because most likely price is going to come down there. But on the back end, though, if you think about that, that means that the institutions are moving in they're moving the market for them to get in and position themselves at great areas. And to me, like from an actual trader standpoint, that puts trust into, or gives validity and trust into crypto, knowing that institutions are really involved now, right? And it sooner or later will take out, like when we look at in the early 90s, 2000s, right before we had the dot-com bubble, right? It was kind of the Wild West of tech. And so when we look at that, I remember just things, I was just kind of getting started into kind of trading. I was 20 years old. And I just remember just being like, what's this all about? And I remember seeing these huge swings, much like crypto. You get 1,000x, 100x within 2 days. Remember, like you buy in on a tech stock and that thing would jump. But now it's matured over the past, 20 plus years. And, you have the NASDAQ 100, you have a few other indicators that kind of balance things out. And so we're in that stage of, early 1990s, early 2000s, when things kind of popped and busted and things exploded. So I'm not trying to give you bad news, man. I'm just trying to warn you guys so that kind of like and forgive me if I come off as super negative. That's not my goal. I just want to warn people, so that
here comes the bad news that Mars talking about.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask him real quick: is my limit buy gonna hit a 43K or not?
Well, let's put it like this, okay? And
That's a yes. That's a yes.
No, I'm not. No, it's not like that. Look at that. You're talking about pigeonholing me, man. I'm trying to help you all out, But look at it like this, right? Like if the market goes down or goes up, okay, no matter what, that's a good thing for us, because we're in early. So if it goes down, you guys can get in on that short, and if you watch my show, I talked about where the short was going to be, and we're seeing the reaction off of it, right? On the other end, as well as if I'm wrong, all our bags fly. I mean, dude, I got into Crow. I was so stoked. I was like, what's up? When it dropped all the way down to where I was expecting, I was like, come on, baby, let's do it. Like, I was one of those guys that said, let's go. Because, I'm kind of like what's the word I want to use? I'm kind of like the Oracle of Omaha, in a sense, for charting, in a sense. And I'm not, the only reason why I say this, how you wait until things bottom out, right, on a chart or whatever. Man has over $280 billion. It's $250 billion that he has on the sidelines, waiting for the S&P and everything to fall apart. Like, that's just nuts. Like, this man is just like, I got $250 billion just chilling on the sideline in cash, making 5% treasuries. He literally has almost, and this is what blows me away. He has more treasuries than the treasury itself, like that he's bought. It was just on CNBC yesterday. One of my trading coaches sent that to me, and I just started cracking. I was just like, that is nuts. You know what I'm saying? When our friend, and granted they have to do this, right? But when they're 18 in line to having the most treasury, and we're talking about Tether, right? They're literally, like, when you count down to all the big institutions, they're in the top 20 to holding treasuries, right? That's 5% right now. We're talking short term, 1 month treasuries, which is sitting right now currently at, I think it's like 5.4. We finally have had the bull steepening kind of happen, and so we're going to see what happens. From the overall part of the economy. Right now, we're in this flux. I mean, especially from a global standpoint with what's happening in China and Japan, and in additionally to that, seeing what's happening just from the U.S. unemployment and a lot of those aspects. Man, it's such an amazing time to live in. I mean, on the onset of AI, AGI, ASI, right? Like that again. This blows me away that we get to live in this time period. You know what I'm saying? I would have hated, I get to live in my prime years through through a turning point that I'll sit there and pass on to my grandkids and say, yeah, this is what happened. And this is how your grandfather prepared for us, right? Or your if I have great grandkids, and say, look, I saw what was happening here, and I had a community behind me, like the Breakfast Club. And you're like, wow, you're in the Breakfast Club? And it's still going. Right? 30 years from now, 40 years from now, right? When all of a sudden Zach's like, all right, let's go, guys. And we're just sitting there just BSing, and we're legends in the industry. All because the community came together and decided to watch each other's backs and to show potentially where we could see pitfalls happening in the market, scams happening in the market. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody knows about Tasty Trades, right? Go ahead. I'm just rambling here.
Yeah. Well, I think we should move on. Love you, Pedro. But we got some more speakers just because we're closing at 11:30, so we got to keep it moving. But awesome topic, and it's nice to hear another trader in here like myself. So I agree with you on most of those points. But who had their hand up? Paid? Did you see before? Was that Monk S or Bitcoin?
It was Dark Side, Monk S, Bitcoin. I mean, Tesla already went up. But I know Dark Side's been up for a little bit as well.
Hello, this is Dark Side. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I stumbled on this group because I've been watching Zach Humphries for quite some time on his YouTube channel. So thanks for this group, Zach. It's been very interesting. I think on the back of what Motasco had said earlier, I think while it's important, or I'll say critical, to be mindful of scammers, I think it's also worthwhile sharing our near misses as well. I had some near misses since I got into crypto, in spite of the fact that I have a finance and IT background. I used to work in traditional finance, and I had seen the scams there for quite some time. And yet, even I almost had a near miss in terms of losing my savings with regards to crypto. Be that as it may, I think there are several things which actually saved me from not making that mistake. What I mean by that is actually throwing money at FTX and Celsius and Terra Luna, so to speak. And the things that saved me was, one, always having a healthy, skeptical mindset. If a proposal does not provide a viable value proposition, forget about it. Second, always do your own research. If you don't do the work and do your own research, and you think you can rely on somebody else to properly inform you, you can get fucked. And three, check your ego, have self-discipline, and don't fall for the FOMO. Because if you do that, you can slip up. And then lastly, check your hubris. Because even if you are able to acquire generational wealth, then there's a whole new game of trying to be able to hold on to it. And if one isn't alert in properly maintaining their generational wealth, you can lose it just like that, so to speak. So that being the case, there are several names, I suppose, in terms of lessons learned. There are several lanes that I commit to memory, and then study as a consequence of my nearness. Sam Bankman-Fried, Alex Mashinsky, Do Kwon, Gary Gensler. Those are several names that I always remember in terms of lessons learned so that I can steer away from getting scammed. And that's, I thought I'll just share that in terms of, I suppose, ways in which one can navigate navigate the risk of getting scammed.
Appreciate that, man. I thought that was a great breakdown. Super, super helpful. Appreciate you finding us here on X too, man. Always welcome back as always. So appreciate that. Who is next, guys? Monka S, I think, has been waiting for a little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah,
what's up, man?
Andrew. Sorry.
Yeah, I've been waiting. But yeah, I love to see the way it always goes. But I don't know who made I don't know. Was it Vitasco or somebody angry? So I don't know. I just joined joined the room. I'm like, bro, I've never seen Crypto Breakfast Club room like this, you know, people talking about people coming here to yell or, you know, on some people's name. But yeah, it's not a good thing when people come here and talk to the OGs, because most of these people are people who support this from the start, and that's been here, and they're always honest and they're always giving valuable information. So yeah, and I don't know if Free Trump is here. Free Trump really mentioned something we got to talk about, where he was talking about all this devs, like, you know, you have a good skill and why waste it on, you know, like at the end of the day, running it. And down to what Bakoshi said, I fully support it, because I'm not going to lie to you, it's also this investors, you get me? I understand, yeah, these devs are all idiots and crafts, like this one's rugging and, you know, they want to launch every day. But another thing is, talk about the investors. These people are not willing to support you if you're building. That's another problem. That's why sometimes some people, yeah, they do good, though it's not good to get influenced. You need to have that discipline of your own goodness. If you're a good person, you have the discipline whereby even though you've been hurt many times, or people are actually, you know, done bad to you before, you're not still gonna change who you are because of them. You understand? Because I'm going to tell you this, most of these devs, I know some good devs. This guy started very well. You know, they're launching it and they pushing it. They say they're going to support, they're going to keep pushing this no matter what. But imagine you being very transparent, you being very dedicated, consistent and all of that. But what happens is the people are always looking for something new. They want to, you know, they don't care. They just want to make that money real quick. This is why most of the people who choose the long term, just like Zach said, is here for the long term. At the end of the day, funny enough, yeah, it takes a lot of time though, but yeah, finally, once it all comes out, it comes out great. And that's the way it is in the market. But right now, why you see most of this devs even doing this way, I'm not trying to justify anybody, but I'm just saying something that we all here can actually change. We can start. You want the change, you can start the change from yourself. You get me? Once you see that, you see a good team and loyal, and at least, you know, they build it for a long time, you know, then you know that these people really want to achieve something. That's where it all starts from. And you've been an investor. You get me? You support those people who are loyal, who have been there, not to go buy something new, because always the new things are always the risky ones, to tell you the truth. All these new launches, they're risky. So it all boils down to the mentality of the investors, because these people don't want to hold, they don't want to support anybody. So imagine some of these investors. I'm going to tell you why most of these devs do this. Well, it's not, like I said, I'm not justifying anybody. What these people do most of the times, while pushing a project, these people spend thousands of dollars, even almost 100K, while pushing a project for a long time. But imagine at the end of the day, maybe they get cheated on, and maybe the cheats just leave. They don't even care about, you know, all the dedication and the money spent. But you know, you're closer to the win or something like that. I'm just speaking out of experience, because like last year or something, the dev I know, the dev spent thousands of dollars, like almost 200K in a project. But yeah, at the end of the day, what happened? These people dumped the hell out of the project. Bro, they left. Nobody even cared about him. You know, they don't even want the dev to. I understand that. These investors also don't want the devs to win. You understand? They always want let it be them winning and let the dev be the one losing. So this is what many of them, they'll be like, oh, after I spend so much money, you know, in pushing and also doing all the stuff. Now, where the fuck are these people? This is what they did to me. So this is why most of them now change and start to launch almost daily or something like that. Because why? They understood the mentality of these investors who are always looking for new launch, always looking for something new so they can try to quick flip and all the shit. You understand? Well, you all know that it's risky as fuck. Because you don't even know the dev. They come out and they tell you, this is the 100 million project. This is going to go to the moon. You see those idiots spamming 200, 1 billion incoming. Bro, those people want to cheat the next minute. They want to dump the next minute. But they keep spamming 100 billion coming. Where they at right now? You understand what I mean? So it's always crazy and risky at the first day. Most of those people. And you see that, okay, these people said they're going to be here. I understand sometimes you got to just watch them. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
I can hear you for a minute, but.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know why I rock. Maybe it's because PSPL muted this mic. Sorry, I don't know. PSPL, I'm back right now. Yeah, you can hear me?
Oh, we can hear you loud.
Not anymore, because I just muted the room.
Yeah.
PSPL.
Yeah.
Wait, now I
can't
hear you.
Can you hear me, Paid?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't hear him.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, you know?
It really has to do with the community, too. Like, the community's got to push the project they're invested in. It can't be all the dev. Do you know what I mean? Because you can only do so much. So without community, you're screwed. That's why you see big players like SHIB, Doge, stuff like that. There's a huge community around it. Without community, you have no investors. And we can even go back to that other project that rugged. I mean, you take the chance of sending your money to another wallet. I would never suggest doing that. I always like the pink sales where they, they dump on the project a little bit, but they lock the liquidity for at least 7 days. So you at least get a chance to get your money out. So it's really the risk you take. And you can't blame, you can blame the dev that rugs it or whatever, but it was your stupidity to send that money also. So it's not everyone to blame. You're 50% part to blame, and you take that risk in crypto. That's why sometimes getting into projects, that come on Shark Tank, they've been around. I go through the blockchain, I check their contract, I check things out, and they're usually pre-existing, and you can see, things go up, things go down, you can get into a legitimate project, but you're taking the huge risk of sending your money to just a wallet, like a private sale. Everyone calls it a pre-sale, but it's not really a pre-sale, it's a private sale. You're literally sending your money to that, and it sucks to see that money just drain out. And those bad people, I call them out. I don't give a fuck. I'll call them out as scammers. Everyone knows that. But just be very cautious if you're new to the space. Come into these spaces every day, and you'll learn something new every day from all these intelligent people. And I guarantee you'll do very well faster. Just with the knowledge, not the trading, but the knowledge that you'll gain in the space. So, but we can keep it moving.
Zach, we got about 9 minutes left. Zach Humphries, do you want to extend it a little bit, or what are you thinking?
If the spot is free, I have a question.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, we can extend it a few minutes over to get everybody that's up here able to speak. That's cool.
Okay, so right now we have Bitcoin on base. We have Andrew. We have Mutasco, Cats of something, and Grizzly. And then that will close it.
Make sure you retweet the space if you're a speaker. The guidelines are up in the bubble.
Yeah, so Bitcoin and base, what's going on, homie? How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Good morning, Paid and Zach Humphries. I heard you shout out
BTCB this morning. Thank you for that. Love you guys. I was actually in a space the other day with Mutasco discussing the project, and as always, he's offering his deep wisdom. And from that, I was able to do additional research in developing this project. And we're collaborating with Evergreen specifically to focus on mental health and gambling addiction really in crypto. And today's conversation kind of inspired me to step up and talk a little bit about what that build is going to look like. We're going to have a Telegram support group where folks can come in, maintain their anonymity, and have the conversation with licensed clinicians from Evergreen throughout the day. We'll probably have it maybe 8 hours a day. And the conversation will just be open. If folks need, deeper support, there'll be an opportunity for that where they can access, a direct one-on-one consultation. But it'll just be a forum where folks know that they can go there at any point and have a conversation about whatever it is they're going through. People are literally getting scammed daily. You guys are talking about it. A lot of what's happening is not being said, not being talked about. And it's in those spaces of dark times, I think, that people really, make really bad decisions. Either continues in their addiction, they continue to jump in, ape into more shit coins and lose more money, or, just lose healthy relationships in their life. So I think that more attention placed on this particular subject and offering support for people is really important. And the discussion I had with Mutasco is really around how do we sustain a project like this where, us as a kind of a CTO crypto project aligning with a nonprofit, what does that look like long term? We are establishing our own entity and nonprofit, and we'll do so in a state that allows for particular licensure that won't, impede our ability to operate in tandem that way. And the funding mechanism is basically through, donations that are tax deductible for folks, as we will be in nonprofit status. And, I think that there's a big void in the space right now for this kind of support for people. And it'll tie into the education. So we'll have, video content to describe exactly how to properly manage your wallets, how to avoid scams, what to look for. I can look to Zach from Subway for some insight into blockchain analysis to determine what's safe and not. But we really want to just put a lot of focus on this and kind of pave the way for a more healthy future in this space. So that was all I wanted to share. And also thank you, Mutasco, for the insight.
Am I good now? No, you're not good now. We're going to Andrew, Mutasco, and then you. Andrew, what's up?
Yeah, hey guys, I had no idea you guys did this crypto breakfast club, but I do know now, so I'll be joining a little more often. But yeah, shout out to Zach and Zach up here, Barkoshi, and a few other friends in the space that I know. So I actually heard Zach mention the Toronto conference and the LTD boat party. And so I went ahead and shared some information in the comments below. As of yesterday, there was approximately 80 spots left on that VIP party. And so I just want to encourage anybody who is going to be attending Toronto to go ahead and submit an application for that. We at LTD just had a 7-week competition for music. It was the Musical Dreams competition. We had over 26 musicians participate in that, and the grand prize was $2,000 worth of LTD token and an opportunity to perform on the LTD yacht. So we had Fondue, Colorado Fondue, coming out of Colorado to join us at the LTD party, and he will be providing the entertainment of the evening, as well as a good friend of his who is a local native to Toronto, Mela B. She's also another musician building here in Web3. And so I just wanted to mention that, take a moment to shout them out and encourage anybody who is going to be attending to apply to be a part of that event. It's the first time that we have Web3 native musicians performing at the Futurist Conference. And so come be a part of it. And thank you guys for giving me a moment to speak on that.
Hell yeah. Looking forward to seeing you out there, Andrew. Always a pleasure, man. Hey, are you in control of the registration for the yacht party?
I am not.
Okay. I was talking to Mayor, just making sure. So myself, Oscar, and Mark, we all applied. We didn't get anything back, but I'm guessing we're okay if there's 80 spots left. But I was talking to Mayor in the back channel, so I just didn't know if you had a way to front run it or whatever. But it's all good.
I do not, but I do speak to a couple of them regularly, and so I'll mention that you've got your application in there.
Yeah.
And see what they can do.
Cool. Yeah, I hit up Mayor. I saw him. I've met him a few times now, but I saw him out in Texas, and good dude, man. He's the one who started the whole event. I think it's his last year going to be running it, but awesome guy to know in the space for sure. But all right, Leah, let's go up to Mutasco.
Hey, Zach. I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm going to try. I'll probably keep it for now because it would almost be like, I don't know. I'm going to hold off, but I'm going to say this. I've been wanting to ask you, Zach from Subway. I don't know if you're familiar with, what's his name? Leon Hardgrave. He's the CEO of Pink Tatter. So whenever I hear you talk about a hotel, that's what always comes up in my mind. I don't know if you're familiar with their model, but they designed a model to kind of keep hotel reservations as they are today. They're non-refundable, but here's like, okay, there's an opportunity in the non-refundable market. And so they kind of created a marketplace to allow for reservations on hotels to be on chain. And, you know, this was the first time I learned about how that industry can be merged into crypto. And there are other models out there. There are NFT-based models and stuff. Are you familiar with that, Pink Tatter?
No, but on the flip side of that, I just saw Stripe, that credit card processing program I use at my hotel. They integrated crypto into this. So basically, when people check in and stuff, they can use their credit card and automatically converts to crypto. So I really like that because a lot of people don't know that they're doing that. They don't need to know on that side. Do you know what I mean? And for the business side, obviously, when mass adoption comes on, they'll understand, but it's very seamless now. And there's no reason to complicate things with NFTs. And, you know, my hotel is so fucking busy and working right now. It's almost complicated too much. Why not just let them use their card, converts to crypto, boom. We get a percentage. We can either keep it, still got to pay tax on it. You know, that's working that out on the hotel side. But at this moment, I think you're going to confuse everyone because people don't understand what crypto is. You say Bitcoin, and that's all they know. Now you're going to try to introduce NFT. So at the moment, I think by Stripe doing that integration for hotels and the PMS systems and stuff, they really don't need to know right now. And that benefits the hotel users and the businesses because they can actually accumulate a lot before it really gets mass adoption. And I guarantee down the line, you know, that money that they're making now will be very, very, very valuable down the line. You know what I mean? So, and I don't want to have to explain to every single person what crypto is. You know, there's a huge turnover rate at the hotel, hundreds of people a day, and this, and I don't have the time to sit there and convince them all. But for the fact that they can just use a credit card when they check in, and it automatically converts it because Stripe is now, you know, integrating crypto into their payment processing, it makes it easy for both parties, for the business side and for the consumer. So at this moment in time, I don't have enough energy to convince everyone, but the fact that they just do it is great. So I don't know if that answers your question, but no, I don't know the other guy. But I understand what you're saying with integrating NFTs and stuff like that. But I would honestly like to see bigger companies do that first, like subscriptions, introduce that even in like sports. You can buy like a NFT from a big company, get 20% off. You just show your NFT or scan it through the blockchain. I think that's a great introduction before we get too technical, because the majority of people are not in crypto and it will confuse them. I avoid a lot of people that I don't have conversations with that aren't into crypto. It's like talking to a brick wall, and I can't convince them. And that's why I love these spaces. We're all in here for the same idea, and we all look at things the same. And even family events, I'm like, it's just mindless talk. And I'm like, okay. And I'm on my phone, like trading. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're doing good. Blah, blah, blah. Tell me something intelligent. And I value my time, and time cannot be wasted. If you're not learning, you're not earning, as everyone says. You have to come to these spaces and learn something. You could spend all your time on these bro shows, fucking bullshit. It's a waste of time, honestly, in my opinion. But coming here, you're getting knowledge every day. If it's just something you learn every day, you're going to do better in the space. Man, I'm all over the place. Sorry, Machasco.
No, you're fine. And I brought it, I brought it up, and I like that. And I'm just going to make a comment quickly, and I'll pass on the mic. So again, this spaces are very difficult to tell. You can't tell who's right, who's like genuine and all that. You have to just spend time with people over time. You probably understand. It's like the cost of getting to know people. Spend the time. That's all. And I think me personally, I'm just gonna say this out loud. Okay, if you and I don't like saying things and I'm not saying this to say, hey, go look me up. Okay, I'm just saying it's far from, when I say it, I mean that this space is a big deal. I mean it. And there's so many ways you can look at it. I put a comment in there because I was talking about this yesterday about stable coins and just the whole idea around layer 2s and where it's going. There's a book called The Cold Stack Problem. And I think when you get past that gravitational pull, then the scaling and adoption comes, right? We're all kind of in that phase where you have to identify where we're at. And then you can kind of see whether you can get into the game and win and at what time. And I think sometimes people just mix up everything and then call everything a joke or call everything a scam. And it's frustrating sometimes to hear people say these things and not actually specify what they mean, because it's educational when you're specific about what you're talking about. But when you're generalizing things, it makes it very difficult for people who are new to even appreciate the space in general. So I put a comment in there. There's L2Beat is a good site that you can go look up, like metrics, really good metrics on layer 2s. But also Grow the Pie, which is also a good resource to have, where if you're trying to see, okay, who's doing what in the layer 2 realm, where do you want to invest in, what do you need to know, just follow that handle and then learn more. That's all it is about. And if you look at the screenshots that I posted, it kind of gives you an idea of who are the top ones and at what level and what are they doing, right? So if somebody says something to scam, they're just saying it out there. Like, what does it mean? What are they supporting it with? Nothing. And that's the risk that we all face here. I would tell you, I have 3 or 4 roles outside of crypto. My official work I do, but I also support my uncle back in Ghana, who is in the petroleum industry. You can go on RMP Oil Global. You can go look it up. I'm on there, fully doxed. You can see it. But again, he's my uncle. And I'm using him to make a point, because somebody was talking about scams. And I said, in the international letter of credit realm, there's a lot of scams. 60% of letter of credit confirmation in Asia, okay? Europe and North America takes 40%. And if you guys remember the SAD group scam, about $500 million was lost through banks. And these are banks that, like, actually they are professional, they know what they're doing. but they got scammed, okay? And I'm telling you from experience, okay? My uncle, I've saved him in 2 instances, and this is why I serve in that role. And if you go on the site, you kind of see what I'm talking about. He has over like 200 gas stations, like 7-Eleven style in Ghana. And one of the things is, there was a day, and I worked in the aviation industry. He calls me, I wake up, and then he calls me. There's 7-hour difference between US and Ghana. He calls me, and then 9 times. And I woke up, and it's like, oh, so we're looking to buy this airline. It's a regional airline between, the flights are between Ghana and Nigeria. And I woke up, and I saw the call, like, he's rushing. I said, come on. So I had to take time to explain to him, because of my experience in aviation. I said, hey, if you're trying to get into this business, you need at least 9 months of liquid cash, okay? Because you could just get blown out quickly. I tried to give him details, and I shut him down on that, okay? On the international trade side, I got involved because when you're buying crude oil, you have to establish some letter of credit to the supplier. There's a whole process around it, right? But there's a lot of scams that are happening through banks that are not real banks. They call them the prime bank scams. If you look it up, FBI has an extensive report on it. What I'm trying to say here is, it doesn't matter your level of expertise. You have to, and the guy who was speaking earlier was just spot on. The healthy skepticism, right? You can be a skeptic, but you also have to find a way to balance the two. It's always like, yeah, I know it, but okay, how much do you know? Okay, so let's all be careful here. And the more you get, the pain you go through, if you don't learn from it, then you're probably going to get into the next mistake, right? And the space that we're in is just so dangerous. Like, you can lose money so easily. And it's very difficult to even trust people. And that's why these spaces, when you're coming in every day, establishing relationships and building on them, you're compounding some level of credibility. At some point, it doesn't mean that it's a guarantee. That person could also actually disappoint you. This is why it's like a moving target. And that's why the information, if you have something of value, just share it, right? If you look at my profile, I serve as a board member, and this is my interest. This is stuff that I'm passionate about, okay? I'm passionate about. I'm not just speaking to it. I actually do it off Twitter. And again, if you look at my bio, you go and click on the link, you see the activities there. This is a think tank in Ghana, okay? And I serve as a board member there, and we're working on different stuff, but I'm giving an idea of why you can't just write off people, okay? And assume everybody is crazy. No, get to know people. Take the time to know people. And this space is also very difficult because when you're too open about who you are, it can also come across as like, oh, you're using it for something. So it's difficult because you want to be genuine, but you also don't know how much to be genuine, right? I'm just literally forced to say this. I probably would never have said this, but I'm trying to say this thing so I can at least give you a different perspective of why people, people would just look at people and judge them. And I've lived that my entire life through my corporate experience, okay? And I want people to understand, take the time to get to know people, okay? Just do that. And thank you, Zach, for the space as always. And you know this. I've missed calls. I had a thought and I wanted to call you and talk about it. We kept missing each other. When you called me, I was like, we had an invite with my wife and my son's school friend. So I was there the whole time. Oh my gosh, I miss you. So I'll connect with you, Zach. But I love what you're doing. I love the platform. You have to look at this and take it like, it's almost like a mission. And I can see it in your passion, okay? And time will reward you, okay? Time will reward you. And one of the things that I've said before is that sometimes these spaces, if you look into the future, these spaces can be like in the Olympics. If you look at the atlas, right? There's somebody who was talking about Some people get dropped out of sponsorship because they didn't do well. Okay. And it's like, okay, they only make money through sponsorship. So sponsorship could be a monetization model, but you can't just get sponsorship by scamming people. If you're building a platform and you're building a brand, take the brand seriously, because you could actually monetize the brand, and it's a platform. And there's so many ways to make money. It's not always one way. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. It's going to go to the moon. Yeah, it will go to the moon. But what if you build a foundational platform that is not based on, like, people do it. Sometimes people pretend to be building a platform, and it'll be like, oh, they're building a false value framework. They tell you it's value. Okay, we're here to build whatever. It's all a false value framework. You have to build a really genuine value framework, and that can also pay you over time. What I'm saying all is boring because people just want things right now. But I know there are people who connect to the long term, get rich slow, and keep it.
Appreciate you, Matasco. And, you know, to your last point, I could speak directly to it. And I think it's why it's super important that we have to educate, because I get these comments every day. I'll just read you a couple of these. Like right now, this is happening right now. I put an XRP video out this morning. It's getting some traction. I cover a lot of the news, but I've always been like long-term with XRP. There's a lot of people who create content on XRP that's saying, you know, it's going to go to $1,000 next week. I'm not one of those people, but even that, you know, I get this stuff, right? Like, and this is stuff in real time. You know, Zach, you're the biggest scammer ever. XRP did nothing. Crypto is just coins. There's zero utility and all volatility. You should be ashamed of yourself telling people XRP is going to the moon after the verdict. I never said that. You know, but this is where the education aspect comes in, right? And I think I might bring this back. I had a couple videos where I did like mean tweets. Remember when, who was that late night show that used to do that? The mean tweets episode?
Was it Jimmy Fallon?
I think it was Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, I actually did a couple of these videos. You could find them on my channel. It's kind of hilarious. People just like, you know, saying the worst things. And I just made videos like, all right, let's read the 10 worst comments of the day. Here we go. You know, and it used to really bother me. But then I just realized that's how early we are to crypto, guys. People are just coming in and they're just not there yet, you know, and everybody wants it right now, whether it's with XRP or whatever altcoin they're holding. Like you say, Matasco, all the time, and I echo the sentiments. Just stay in the game. We're at the infancy stages here, you know, reminding everybody, if you look at the bell curve, Everett Rogers is a famous theorist. And he has what's called the diffusion of innovations model. I want you guys to take a look at it. The diffusion of innovations model is a great model that basically tracks how new technologies are adopted. And right now, we're at the 6% mark on that bell curve. We haven't even hit what he calls the early majority, which makes up about 15% of adoption. We are seriously just entering that phase, barely. So all of us are early adopters, as early as we can be. I mean, we have to keep that at top of our minds. And, you know, when things get rough, when things get rocky, when things start going sideways or going down and there's negative sentiment, just always keep that big picture in mind, right? And, you know, all in saying that, crypto and blockchains being adopted as fast, if not faster, on some metrics than the internet was. And we know how long that kind of, you know, took to really infiltrate every part of the world, every different age demographic and groups of people. So we're in a really good spot. We're in a really good spot, and it's exciting because I think we started doing this at the right time with X, and where Elon's going to take this platform. So we're going to be doing this for a really long time, and appreciate everybody, you know, showing their support. And we'll get to the final few speakers here before we wrap it up. I don't know who was up next, guys. There's 3 hands. Monka S, Marin, Barkoshi. Do you guys know who was next? You guys want to do paper, scissors, rocks, duke it out?
I'm real quick.
Go ahead, Barkosh. Yeah, fight to the death. Cage
Okay, I
fight.
just want to glaze up Andrew real quick because it's his first time in this space. If you guys don't know who Andrew is, he's an OG SHIB member. He does a lot of things for the SHIB ecosystem. Give him a follow. And not only does he do great things for Web3, he also does great things outside of Web3 with LADs. He's saving endangered trees and making sure that they make a comeback, and that's very important for the environment. So it's very great, all around great person. So give him a follow and give the lads a follow too. Thank you, guys.
Barkoshi. Oh man, I appreciate that. Thank you, man.
Yes, 100%. I've known Andrew through the SHIB circle for a while. Sorry for the delay. I'm making some hard-boiled eggs here. Monk, Ass, and Mar, and then we'll close it out.
Yo, it takes you that much mental power to make hard-boiled eggs.
I had to run over across the kitchen, man. I can't move my phone from the microphone. We're live streaming on X and YouTube. Monka S and Mar, and then we'll close it out.
Well, I guess I'll go Zach. Monk S, I guess he fell asleep or something. You guys hear me, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha, bro.
We hear you.
Yeah. Look, this is Mutasco. This is for you, and you better follow up on this whenever it gets done, because I want you to look at this. And I actually had a conversation with one of the main team members from this project. I put it on the comment section, and this is a project that Zach has spoken about a few months back. This is our trade. Now, forget about the token. I don't give a shit about the token. Anyone that's here that's an artist, a physical artist, or has friends that draw physically, not this AI image NFTs, tell them to go into our trade. Put their art there if they want to sell it on the blockchain. It's a great marketplace. It's been slow lately. It hasn't grown. There's like 300 only pieces of art there being sold. But this is the main reason I brought this project up. They had some great news this week. Go to the comment section. Check out the dApp that's going to be, or the software, whatever it is that's going to be on the marketplace soon. And look what they just wrote. Even your grandma could go in there and buy an NFT or buy the token. That's how easy it's going to be. It's not going to be like a MetaMask. You know, they didn't go into details, but like it's so easy that your grandma, someone with zero knowledge will be able to buy. And this is what I've been waiting for, not for our trade, just for crypto in general. And this is why I wanted Mutasco to see this, because this is what we're waiting for the regular Joe to come in. Now, I asked him, when I had the conversation with the individual, why has it taken so long? He goes, it's been done, Mark. It's just that regulations have been holding us back. The U.S., I'm like, the U.S.? Like, you guys are in France. I'm like, if you think that the U.S. are not the ones that control this shit, you're dreaming, man. It's all the U.S. They come up with all this shit, then we follow along. And it's incredible. It's crazy. And I know Mutasco knows most about the laws and the regulations and all way more than me. I just listen to what they say, and then I will listen to other people and understand if it's true, and I'll take my, But it's crazy how this individual has told me, we're just waiting for the regulations, and the regulations are coming because the pressure is coming from the Elon Musk, from all these powerful people that they finally accepting crypto. And just like they're gonna they're gonna cut rates now because the pressure is coming from the billionaires, the powerful people, to the Fed. Just like crypto. You think what's his name? Trump just all of a sudden,
he's talking about crypto because he already knows the endorsements, the big boys want it. And I was shocked when he said the regulations are finally getting approved. They're finally listening. They're finally giving us a shot. And I'm excited. Hopefully that they do a good job and it's true what they say there on the post. Your grandma could come in and buy an NFT there, buy the coin with no knowledge. They need no knowledge, and this is why we need in crypto to start our next phase and make it into the multi-trillion-dollar not market cap, liquidity. But with that, I'll land my plane, and this has been a great space, Zach.
Appreciate it, Mar. Appreciate it, everybody who came up and spoke today, and everybody who listened. Really, really does mean a lot. And sorry about that noise in the background. Getting that podcast studio ready to go, baby. And my desk down. I can't wait to have a home base down there. It's going to be epic. But anyway, we'll be doing some remote, maybe some live crypto breakfast club with Zach Paid, myself on camera and stuff. We got some ideas. I don't want to give it all away, but anyway, guys, have a great Friday, great weekend. We'll be back Monday. I'm heading to Toronto next week. Going to be checking in from there. While we're on the spaces next week too, if I'm walking around, maybe I'll just have people on the space. That could be kind of cool. Maybe just go up and be like, hey, you're live with a bunch of people here. Tell us about what project you guys are building. Maybe just walk up to people and give them the mic. So maybe we'll try to do some of that next week. And then Paid's going to be out there at Rare Evos. So we're going to have people all over the country. And of course, at Rare Evo, Paid, what do they got? I know Cardano's there, but some other big projects are out there too, right? Avalanche. VeChain.
Algorand.
Hell yeah.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember. But
AVAX was actually at ETH Toronto last year, so they might be back at ETH Toronto this year. So yeah, AVAX. I talked to 3 or 4 people from AVAX last year at the conference. So, but yeah, it'll be awesome. We'll have exposure everywhere. We'll be bringing alpha next week from a couple different conferences, and yeah, have a great weekend, guys. Appreciate you guys as always, and we will see you on Monday. Till then, get out there, make some money. Have a great weekend. Spend some time with family and friends, too. It's never time wasted, guys. Until then, we'll see you.